Am I the only one who ain't come undone? Everybody's lost their dang minds. When you check your feet, it's like clown TV, and you're waiting for the punchline. Oh mama, hey yeah, yes I'm a loner in the crowd. Oh mama, hey yeah, yes I'm the one you've been talking about. Yes I'm the one you've been talking about. Unpopular, unpopular, calling out class outcast, simple man, true facts. Have you heard? I'm a commoner, got my family sanity, everything I need. If freedom is disease, who would ever wanna be popular? For what it's worth, I think today's a good day to be unpopular. To be unpopular.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word.
Goobers!
Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today.
Today, a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
your dream home, or maybe you want to refinance.
Holland in classic Dutch architecture, but there's one place that truly takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. Welcome to this exclusive presentation of live area football coverage on KNIA KRLS and streaming live at KNIAKRLS.com and on the free KNIA KRLS app.
Has Higginbotham down there, makes a catch, and he's in! Touchdown, Knoxville!
Quan Coley, right side, cuts it to the left, goes in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown run. Quan Coley puts his shoulder into a man at the 2 and goes on in, standing up.
Frick in the shotgun. They go to Pontier. He tries the right side. He's got a good block. Tries the right side to the 5. Spin move into the end zone. Jake Pontier, a 9-yard touchdown run.
We'll get you ready for all of tonight's action with the radio pregame show. Bring you score updates from around the area and bring you all the exciting action of South Central Iowa high school football.
Deep for Eli Robbins, well covered. Did he get it?
Did he catch that?
He made the catch. Eli Robbins.
The pass, he's firing deep in the direction of Landon Franzman, who caught it at the 10, 5, touchdown, Landon Franzman.
Fake the handoff, roll out to the left, near sideline. Gears picks it off at the 40. He is gone. The 20, the 10, the 5. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown, Pella.
Now it's time to head to the field and inside the radio broadcast booth.
High school football is on the air as we welcome you to the Class 4A 2024 Iowa High School Football Playoffs, and we welcome you to Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium in Pella. This is the LuxArt Photography Radio pregame show. Whether it's family, senior, newborn, or any other pictures, make it a truly luxurious experience with LuxArt Photography by Michelle Gritters. Tonight, it is third-ranked RPI Pella with a home playoff game for the first time since 2020, taking on the number 11 RPI-seeded Clear Creek Amana Clippers. I'm Trevor Castle, pleased to be joined by Randy Sikkema. And Randy, when we went off the air 1 week ago, we thought the Dutch would end up with a home playoff game. Come turn to find out, last week's loss in the regular season finale to Gilbert didn't hurt the Dutch at all. We started the night ranked third in the RPI. We finished the night ranked third in the RPI. And here we are for a home playoff game against the Clippers.
And the state held to their guns, and they ranked them in numerical order, which is great. There's no human element. But yeah, you're right. I was very pleasantly surprised about midnight or whenever the new RPIs came out after the game last week and saw we were still in the 3 spot. It's like, oh, cool. That'll be a couple of home games then if we win the first one. So.
Well, and, you know, of course, coming off the loss to Gilbert a week ago, Pella comes in at 8-1, co-district champions with Gilbert. Gilbert got the automatic home game, and they're on the other side of our pod, so we're paying very close attention tonight with Gilbert and Waverly Shell Rock. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game next Friday night. If Pella wins, it'll be here at Central again. Clear Creek Amana 6-3. They went 2-2 in their non-district schedule. They lost to Solon and Williamsburg. You know, that's nothing to, really sneeze about. And then they went 4-1, and they finished in what ends usually is a pretty common 3-way tie in some of these districts. North Scott, Xavier, and Clear Creek Amana tied. Clear Creek Amana lost to North Scott, beat Xavier. That's the only common opponent they have with Pella. They come in at 6-3 on the season. So a couple of teams that shared a district championship, and this is maybe the theme of the 4A playoffs this year, Randy, wide open. I don't think that there's an elite, great, all-time 4A team anywhere in this field. I think there's a lot of very good teams, and it's going to be the teams that show up and play well and don't turn the ball over and make the plays that are going to be the 8 that move on tonight.
Especially don't turn the ball over. I was thinking about all the things today, and I think that's what it's going to boil down to. I think we're fairly even teams. Like you said, most of the 16, I'd say at least 13 or 14 of the 16 could beat anybody in any given game. So, yes, we did both play Xavier. Now, I heard there was some extenuating circumstances in that Xavier game that Xavier did some un-Xavier-like things.
4 turnovers, had a punt blocked for a touchdown.
Allowed them to lose, basically.
Yeah, right.
So, but I'm still not going to put the card out there and say, oh, well, and then we're going to win. That's not the way it works. But yeah, very, very parity, very even 4A class this year. And we think that. We've been saying that. And the people on TV and radio and everything that ranks everything is basically saying the same thing. So anybody could beat anybody. with the possible exception of the 16s probably not beating
Fort
North
Dodge
Polk
and
today.
North Polk, right, yep. Well, we will be keeping our eye on all of the games throughout Class 4A tonight. We've got 4 matchups tonight on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard on the network. 3 of them are 3 of the 8 matchups in 4A. Our game, we've got Xavier at Norwalk tonight, and Randy Van in his debut season on KNIA KRLS with the Newton Cardinals, all the way up into Cora as Newton takes on the second-seeded Vikings, and then PCM taking on Greene County just up Highway 163 in Monroe in Class 2A. So we'll be following all of those matchups plus the rest of the 4A field tonight on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Let's dive right into things. We're going to take a time out here inside of the Lux Art Photography Radio pregame show. When we come back, it's my pregame chat with Dutch head coach Jay McKinstry, powered by Hy-Vee, coming right up.
With Bank Iowa, enjoy the convenience of online banking, so you can manage your accounts anytime, anywhere. Transfer funds, pay bills, access e-statements, and deposit checks on the go with our mobile app. Plus, with Digital Wallet, you can easily track your expenses, allowing you to focus on the things that really matter. Available in the App Store and Google Play. Bank Iowa, let's make it happen. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
No one looks forward to having surgery, not even for their pets. It can be kind of a scary thing. This is Dr. Tim Yoder, the Tri-County veterinarian, and we strive to keep your pets safe and comfortable at all phases of the procedure. They'll receive preoperative blood work and anesthesia, warming, and electronic monitoring during the operation, plus post-operative pain management and supervised recovery. For elective surgeries or for that unexpected emergency, trust the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Join us at Thistle's Flower Market for a special Christmas open house on November 8th and 9th. As we tie a bow on Lois Vermeer's beloved legacy, we invite you to open the door to a bright future filled with joy and creativity. Enjoy snacks, beverages, and a chance to win creative gift boxes and subscriptions for plants and flowers. Plus, get a sneak peek at our thoughtfully curated gift boxes, perfect for everyone on your list. Don't miss our lineup of seasonal classes, including a special fall floral arranging class led by Lois Vermeer herself. Reserve your spot today and celebrate the season with us at Thistle's Flower Market. Let's celebrate together.
Hi, this is Chuck Vanderwall with Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we've been helping people find their dream car or a new car since 1935. My favorite is my 1963.5 Galaxy 500 two-door.
I'm Todd Vanderwall, and we love seeing people smile when they drive their new vehicle off the lot. It's fun to get a new car. My favorite is my 1974 Ford Bronco.
I'm Tegan, and I don't have as many cool cars as Dad or Grandpa, but I love my Bronco Sport. When it's time for a new vehicle, come see us at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella.
We're taking care of you. Are you considering home renovations this fall or winter? It's the perfect time to finish that basement, remodel your kitchen or bathroom, or even build that addition you've been dreaming about. Kent and DeHeisen Carpentry can turn your dreams into a reality, but their fall and winter schedule is filling up fast. Kent has over 20 years of experience and is licensed and insured. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
There's a lot of cool things made in Iowa, from pipe organs to floating tiki bars and lights used at sporting events all over the world. But what won the award for the coolest thing made in Iowa? The Vermeer ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler. This award is a testament to the dedication of our team, and the hard work done at Vermeer means that our customers can continue to do their important work, feeding and fueling their communities, managing natural resources, and connecting others to the necessities of life. We're Vermeer, equipped to do more.
At Pella Real Estate Services, we've helped 385 families find a new place to live in the past 12 months. Hi, I'm Aaron Stoltz, and if you're on the market to buy, we want you to know that there's a new law requiring you to sign a buyer representation form before seeing any homes. This ensures full transparency through the process and puts into writing that we represent you. Let us start looking for your new home and schedule a buyer consultation by calling me or any member of our team at 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
At Marion County Bank, we go beyond banking.
And you're part of our story. It's about your family, memories, and shared dreams. Do you remember when you took the leap and bought your first home?
Or when you followed your passion and started your business?
That's right. We shared in those moments, those pages in your story.
Continue your story with us today. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, and visit us at MarionCountyBank.com.
Marion County Bank, serving you, building community, Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to our LuxArt Photography Radio pregame show here on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live. Trevor Castle joined now by Dutch head football coach Jay McKinstry as the 2024 Class 4A playoffs begin tonight. Pella and Clear Creek Amana going head-to-head. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. And in this, your final season, an 8-1 record, home game into the playoffs. Just your thoughts on kicking off postseason play tonight.
Well, we're just excited, Trevor, the way our season went. We had, we've won a lot of close games this year. It was a fantastic way for the kids to finish. And, we didn't get the win last week. It was a close game. We had opportunities, and give Gilbert credit. They really played. They played our offense really well with their defense. I thought our defense played fantastic, but we just didn't get the ball moving the way we thought we would. But we're hoping that, even months that lost, we had 8 wins, great season, but to get into the playoffs here, being one of the top 4 seeds is kind of really cool. And, but now we got to use that. And, hopefully, we got to use that loss last week to get better too. And I think it did maybe serve as a little bit of, I don't want to call it a wake up call, but just that, hey, maybe, we got to get better. You keep telling the kids you got to keep improving and keep proving, but it's when you keep winning and they're close, but you kind of just still feel good about it. But hopefully that will be a wake up call. And I think we had a good week of practice. I think we're going to be ready to play tonight. You can tell a different focus in the kids. It's playoff time. I think there's a little bit of an edge you need to have, and hope our kids will have that.
Well, before we break down the matchup with Clear Creek Amana, when we went off the air last week, you thought that that there would be a lot of games in the 4A playoffs like were played last week. A lot of closely matched, kind of tightly bunched teams, competitive games. You've won 4 of 5 one-score games this year, but just kind of general overall thoughts on what this 4A playoff picture might look like this year.
Well, I think that's true, Trevor. I think a lot of people feel like it's wide open. I think there's just I think you're going to see a lot of close games. There's a lot of just quality teams out there. I'm not sure there's this big standout team. North Polk looks pretty good right now, and I think they've got a nice matchup with Fort Dodge. But at the same time, it's still playoff time. But I think overall, I think there's going to be a lot of close games, and certainly we're going to be in close games. That's just the way it is. I mean, but the good news is we've won a lot of them, and so hopefully our kids will find a way again. And but you're right. I think it's wide open, Trevor. I think our team feels good. I'm sure most teams feel good in 4A about where they're at and the opportunities that they have now as they progress into the postseason.
And so can we get it done on the 48 minutes tonight, right? This is the one shot against Clear Creek Amana. And as you and I were talking before we came on the air, you want to talk about evenly matched teams, right? Pella and Clear Creek, very, statistically similar. You've told me stylistically similar, almost a mirror opponent on the other side.
They really are. They, defensively, they look like us. They run a lot of the same things we do on defense. Offensively, the quarterback scrambles a lot. He runs. He's a good thrower. And they've got good receivers, and they got a good running back. We're very similar. We are, and it's like, so yeah, you're almost like you're playing yourself a little bit. And they're good up front. They got some big guys. They have a young man that started since he was a freshman already. We've played against him a couple times, and he's a really good football player. He played tight end when he's younger, and now he's playing offensive tackle and D tackle. And he's a very, very good football player. And they've had the losses they've had were quality losses, if there is such a thing. But they got beat by Solon, they got beat by Williamsburg, and they lost to North Scott. Yeah. And those are good football teams. They go and beat Xavier, and then they go and beat Benton Van Horn. It was like, they're a quality football team, Trevor, and we're going to have our hands full tonight.
Jay McKinstry is our guest, head coach of the Pella High football team. Talk to me a little bit about this Clear Creek Amana offense. Their quarterback maybe runs it a little bit more than Colin, but what are we trying to do to slow them down tonight? Yeah,
he's certainly, they intentionally run him a little bit more than we run Colin. I mean, Colin runs a lot through scrambles or different types of things, but they certainly run him a little more off tackle types of things. And he certainly can throw the ball. He's got a really nice receiver in that Rosenberg kid, number 10. He's kind of the leading receiver, kind of the go-to guy, but he's had a lot of catches this year. And his older brother played, I'm assuming it's his brother, about 3 years ago. He was really, really good. So I'm assuming I'm just bringing another one along here. But yeah, they certainly they do balance it out, run and pass, and but they have Yeah, you'll see the field spread a little bit again tonight. And what are we going to try and do? Well, that's a good question. We got different routes you can take, and it's just do you guess right? Do you blitz them a little bit more? Do you play back? Do you play coverage? Do you play eight deep and rush 3? And I want to make sure they do run the ISO a lot, and they do run that running back on that up the middle like Bondurant did to us. You've got to make sure you stop that. So our defense has their hands full tonight. I know coaches have done a great job preparing our kids. I know they'll call a great game tonight. And hopefully we can execute that, but we certainly are going to have to play very well tonight.
Our offense struggled just to 7 points last week in that loss to Gilbert. Obviously a completely different opponent on the other side, but what does the game plan look like, if anything different offensively? And as you look specifically at Clear Creek Amana, is there a place that we might be able to attack?
Yeah, they like I said, I think Gilbert exposed some things for us last week, which might be a good thing going into the playoffs. We certainly need to run the ball better, and we certainly went to work on that this week. Okay, you'll see some things we added a little bit to try and make sure that we have the ability to run the ball, and with the type of defense they're playing, if they're going to play what we play a little bit, you need to run the ball a little bit. Especially if they're going to have more D-backs on the field, and they got a good D-line though. They're very solid up front, and that'll make it challenging. But we certainly have to have that ability to. I don't think we were ready for that last week. I think we thought we could do with what we had, and it certainly did not work out that way. But we certainly think there's some passing lanes to be had too. And, we got some good receivers, and Collins is a good thrower. I think we can make some things to work downfield, and our short passing game can be available, but they got good athletes. But I think the number one thing we like to do is be able to try and run the ball better. And we need to be able to do that tonight, and hopefully we can get that done.
And what do special teams look like tonight?
It's interesting. And Clear Creek does so many different things on special teams. It's like I went through the list with our team. You name the special team, they do something different and unique. It's like, oh goodness, we had to do some prep this week to try and prepare for that, no matter what team it was. So certainly, we just want to make sure we're solid. Don't give up big plays. And make sure we do a good job with that. We keep working on ours. We just want to make sure that we, are just solid. If we can make a big play, great. But if we don't, just as long as we're solid and don't give up big plays and don't lose the football.
First home playoff game since 2020 tonight. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Trevor.
That's Jay McKinstry, head coach of the Pella High football team. Our interview powered by Hy-Vee. We'll come back with more of our LuxArt Photography radio pregame show right after this on KRLS and Pella Dutch Live.
Hi, this is Dalton Buck with Hy-Vee. We understand that times are difficult and we want to do our part to help out. That's why we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store. These are new everyday low prices on thousands of items. And we also still have other ways to save, like our Hy-Vee Perks program and tons of digital coupons online in the Hy-Vee app. It's our mission to make lives easier, healthier, and happier. Stop in today and see our new everyday low prices on thousands of items at Hy-Vee.
November often brings the first cold snap of the holiday season. Pella Cooperative Electric would like to remind everyone to test and change batteries and smoke and carbon monoxide detectors and make sure heating equipment is in good working order. We'd also like to remind our member owners that our office will be closed November 28th and 29th to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. As always, if you need to make a payment, you can pay through the mobile app or call us 24/7. Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Drop the kids off at school, hurry to the meeting, run afternoon errands, return to school, and then back home. Your days are way too busy to have to worry about your tires. So look to Bridgestone and Firestone for tires that can help keep you on the go. With innovative Bridgestone or durable, dependable Firestone tires on your car, truck, SUV, or minivan, you'll get through your day with confidence. And then maybe even enjoy a little me time. Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Available at
Midtown Tire and Pella. Stop by and see us today for a free estimate at Midtown Tire and Pella.
At Community First Credit Union, we're always working to make banking with us easy. That's why we continue to introduce simple ways to manage your money. Square up with friends after lunch with our real-time Pay a Friend feature. Check balances on your Apple Watch, deposit checks on the go, or pay bills at midnight. We have the technology you need. Join us at C1STCU.com because at C First, together is better. Download our mobile app by searching Community First CU. Federally insured by the NCUA. Your mobile carrier's message and data rates may apply.
As the leaves fall and temperatures drop, make sure your home stays cozy with Vanderlinden Services, your York certified dealer. Our expert technicians ensure your furnace is ready for winter's chill. Schedule a tune-up today and enjoy peace of mind all season long. Call me, Austin Vanderlinden, at 641-780-0193 to schedule an appointment or visit vanderlindenservices.com. Stay warm with York. Stay confident with Vanderlinden Services. The best for the job.
Step into Beeks Barbershop where style meets affordability. For just $20, experience a haircut that's worth every penny. Whether it's a classic cut or a trendy style, their talented barbers craft precision cuts that suit your unique style, making you look and feel your best. And honestly, everything feels better after a haircut, so schedule your appointment today. Providing quality haircuts for men of all ages since 1993, Beeks Barbershop. It's the best seat in town.
Gordon & Associates Ltd. has offices in Oskaloosa and Creston, and they serve clients throughout most of Iowa. With more than 70 years of service and a growing staff of highly qualified employees, they provide clients with assistance in water treatment and distribution, wastewater collection and treatment, street construction and renovation, stormwater management, and residential, commercial, and industrial developments, in addition to a variety of specialty projects. Today, Gordon & Associates Ltd. continues to grow and prosper, building upon the solid foundation of its predecessors. Give Gordon & Associates a call today at 641-672-2526.
This is Matt with Integrity Comfort Solutions, previously Lancer Home Service. We are excited to continue the business legacy left by the Lancer family with integrity and quality work. Our name change does not change what we do. We are still your plumbing, heating, and cooling experts, serving Pella, Knoxville, Oskaloosa, and more. If you're considering a new home, remodeling your existing space, or need your current equipment replaced, give us a call. To see all that we do, visit us at integrity-comfort.com.
Welcome back inside of the Lux Art Photography Radio pregame show. We're live on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch live on YouTube. And it's Pella and Clear Creek Amana tonight in the opening round of the Class 4A playoffs. Time now for our starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services. For the Pella offense, Colin Kerndt, the senior quarterback, Emmanuel Deers at running back, a 4 wide receiver starting set, Tyson Barnes, Bailey Shetterly, Harrison Mullins, and Lake Cowman. The offensive line from left to right, Benny Dothiger, Caleb DeWard, Palmer Hemming, Jonathan Pankinen, and Garrett O'Halloran. Going to the defensive side of the ball for Clear Creek Amana, a 3-4 defense. Brody Clubb and Jack Waters are the tackles, and Vinny Keller is the nose. The outside linebackers are Brody Fairholm and Trace Robertson, with Dylan Schrock and Ben Hauge, the other linebackers. Owen Rosenberg and Cale Nash are the corners, and Nolan Howell and Tay Seals are the safeties. Continuing with our starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services for the Clear Creek Amana offense, the quarterback is junior Conlon Poynton. Running back is Noah Collis. The wide receivers are Cole Nash, Owen Rosenberg, Ethan Weiss, and Cale Berry. They also go 4 wide. Offensive line from left to right, Bodie Clubb, Blake Albert, Kevin Howe, Cole Smith, and Justin Giras. Defensively for Pella, a 3-4 look as well. Jace Peterson and Benny Dothiger are the tackles, with Ty Van Vliet at the nose. The linebackers are Ben Wilcox, Kyler Van Maanen, Nate Warner, and Bailey Shetterly. The safeties are Lake Cowman and Rex Ramey. The corners are Nathan Vanderloon and Emmanuel Deers. Michael Manning is listed as the punter tonight. Niall Rowe, the kicker. And for Clear Creek Amana, it's Cale Berry doing the punting and Aiden Gross doing the kicking. And those are your starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services, a family-based business that treats their customers like family. For any plumbing and HVAC services you need, call Austin at Vanderlinden Services. You are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. As we head to break here inside of our Lux Art Photography Radio pregame show, a look at our game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. It is 50 degrees on the nose under a clear sky with very little wind tonight. 50 and clear. Tonight's game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, your local cooling and heating experts, because you'll always rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
Let's take a time out inside of our Lux Art Photography Radio pregame show. It is Pella and Clear Creek Amana live on 92.1 KRLS.
Hi, this is Levi Spain with Spain Painting in Pella. I've spent the last 5 years painting the exterior of homes and businesses around town, and I get asked all the time if I can paint the inside too. As we've grown our team and built our capacity, the answer is now yes. We now offer interior and exterior painting as well as garage epoxy floors. Winter is the perfect time for those indoor projects, and our schedule is filling up. So if you'd like us to paint the interior of your home or apply an epoxy floor, get a hold of us today by visiting spain-painting.com.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
Make plans to attend a tour and taste of Pella Manor and see what independent living for older adults looks like. On November 14th, they'll be showcasing the different apartment options while you enjoy light bites from Cranberry Stone, Infelds, Breadboard, Winehouse, Peanut Pub, Iris Coffee, and The Market. This tour and taste of Pella Manor will be held from 4 until 6 on Thursday, November 14th. You do need to RSVP, so to reserve your spot, call Hearthstone at 628-1244.
Have you been feeling off or had the thought that your health might be suffering? Don't ignore the signs and don't wait until it's too late. It's important to prioritize your health. Knoxville Hospital and Clinics is here to help. From family medicine and emergency care to diagnostic testing and specialty services, we will provide you with the expert and compassionate care that you deserve and expect from us. To learn more about our providers, specialists, and healthcare services, visit knoxvillehospital.org.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
It seems like everything today charges via USB. How many of your receptacles have USB ports? Sure, they make adapters, and you probably have a couple dozen laying around. But wouldn't it be easier to just plug it straight into a wall receptacle? At Centerpoint Electric, we're here to help with any electrical problem you have, big or small. Let us install USB receptacles throughout your house so you can ditch the adapters and charge with ease. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
Welcome back inside of the Luxart Photography Radio pregame show. Pella and Clear Creek Amana tonight on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live. And time now to take a look at our McCall Monumental Radio keys to the game. And I'll bring Randy Sikkema back in the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. And Randy, to me, looking and thinking back to last week, and I know the opponents are different and the matchups are different, but we're not going to win many games when Emmanuel Deers has 6 touches for 2 yards. And Jay McKinstry talked about it in our pregame interview, powered by Hy-Vee. They want to get the running game going tonight, and E's got to have a big game.
Yeah, I thought about that. I don't think that was today. I think that was yesterday. It's like, wow, he only had like 1 yard, 2 yards. That's we can't do that and expect to win. So I hope that does happen tonight. Yeah, you're right.
And then you look at the quarterbacks, and they are very, very similar. In fact, when you add up their rushing yards and their passing yards, Colin Current, the senior for Pella, and the junior Conlon Poynton for Clear Creek Amana, almost identical. Colin's thrown for about 250 more yards. Poynton has rushed for about 250 more yards. But, kind of the prototypical new age high school football quarterback, right? Spread the field, let the quarterback run the ball if it's available. You want to throw the ball down the field. And so the quarterback that has the better game, and I think more importantly makes the fewer mistakes, is going to give his team the best chance to win tonight.
Yeah, I absolutely think turnovers is going to be the key factor tonight, and interceptions and or fumbles. But interceptions probably, because I think we're going to see a fair number of passes tonight before the game's all over.
All right, that's our McCall Monumental Radio keys to the game. Don't burden your loved ones with planning your memorial after you're gone. Pre-plan your memorial and trust the family at McCall Monument, the area's leading monument designer and installer on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Time now for our opening kick, presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Pella will be kicking off for the 10th straight game.
Yep, we won the toss and deferred, so that's our good luck charm.
And Clear Creek Amana is going to receive in the north end zone here at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium. Two men back deep, standing at the 5-yard line for the Clippers.
What little bit of wind is going left to right.
Ball is in the air. The playoffs are underway. Short kick fielded at the 16. Fake a reverse to the near side. Cut it up the middle. Across the 25. Breaks one tackle and a second. The Dutch swarm and make the stop at the 26-yard line. And that puts a wrap on our LuxArt Photography radio pregame show. Whether it's family, senior, newborn, or any other pictures, make it a truly luxurious experience with LuxArt Photography by Michelle Gritters. From live inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, I'm Trevor Castle, joined alongside by Randy Sikkema. It's the final season, the 28th year of Jay McKinstry's career, and he's in the playoffs yet again. This is the 22nd time the Dutch have made it in 28 years. First play is an inside handoff, right side run, broken tackle out across the 30 and up to the 34-yard line. So a good game for Clear Creek Amana and Noah Collis as he goes from the 26 to the 34, a pickup of 8.
Yeah, I noticed Emmanuel's playing cornerback. He hasn't been doing a lot of defense the last several weeks, so we got him over here in a cornerback tonight.
And they go to Collis again, and this time he's hit at the line of scrimmage, but able to drag a couple of Dutch defenders forward for the 2 yards necessary to pick up a first down. Just underway here at Central College. Pella nothing, Clear Creek Amana nothing, and the Clippers on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, they line up two backs back there in the backfield. I don't know. Collis is the only one that gets most of the stats, so we'll see how that unwinds tonight.
Pointing out of the pistol, two backs there. This time he's going to run the option, and it's an inside toss, so that's a forward pass. And the catch is made and a short 2-yard gain. And we'll catch the number. That's the same guy, Collis, up off the bottom of the pile. A 2-yard pass that time to bring up second down and 8. Kind of a new school version of the triple option out of the pistol formation. He had the one back coming to the near side as the pitch man, and he did a forward pass to Collis right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, well defended by the Dutch defense. They had all the options covered.
Now a traditional shotgun formation, just the one back in the backfield. Send a man in motion, and it's a handoff, straight ahead run across the 40-yard line to the 42. That time they went to Ethan Weiss on the carry. He picks up 4 yards, and Clear Creek Amana finds itself in 3rd and 4 on the opening series of this game.
He's not as big as that guy we played last week.
Not many are, Randy. All right, Clear Creek Amana goes with some pace, and they've got a 3rd down and 4. And the snap to point and looking to the far side of the field. Catch is made, turns it upfield, and has the first down into Pella territory right at midfield is where the play ends. That's Owen Rosenberg with the catch. And he gets down to the 49-yard line. What did he get there, Randy?
8 yards.
So a 3rd down conversion, and Clear Creek Amana is going quick as Rosenberg with his 44th catch of the season. And now a first down handoff and a good gain straight up the middle for Clear Creek Amana. They went back to Collis, and he gets 6 yards. And their tempo's got the Dutch a little bit off balance here on the opening series of the game.
Yeah, we're not real big fans of this hurry-up style when we're playing defense.
2nd down and 4, pointing out of the pistol again. 2 backs with him. Fakes to the first man, hands it off to Weiss. Second man through. He's got the first down to the 39-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Pella nothing. Clear Creek Amana nothing. Our colors of the game have the Clippers in their all-white jerseys with the blue numerals, white helmets, and the blue Clippers logo. Pella is in all green with the white numerals, the green helmets, and the white logo. And on 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line, it's back to the ground again with Collis, and he's down to the 36, and a 2-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, the way to slow this fast pace. They gave him quite the mark. He didn't get anywhere close to the 35-yard line, in my opinion, but they gave him 3. The way to slow this down is have a negative play or a penalty or something.
Right now they're in rhythm, and they're moving.
Yep.
2nd down and 7 from the 35-yard line. Pointon takes the snap, looks to throw this time. Quick pass, a little high, but it's hauled in. Nice catch. Climbing the ladder is Cale Berry, and he's inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone with a 16-yard gain. And Poynton is slinging it here. 3 for 3, 26 yards. They've run the ball 6 times for 27 yards. And they go back to the ground with Collis. And he slips the tackle, lost the football, and Clear Creek Amana is back on it.
That's the other thing.
Could have been the break for Pella, but Clear Creek Amana dodges a bullet. There is an injured Clipper down.
That's the other thing that can happen when you play this hurry up is you're getting a little tired and running out of air, and you can have a fumble.
I believe it's Collis who is the ball carrier. That may be why he lost the ball, partially was the injury. It ends up being a 5-yard run for Noah Collis. He's got 5 carries for 24 yards already. And we have our first Midtown Tire Instant Radio update of the evening. And it's PCM on a Adrian Robbins 80-yard touchdown run to start the game.
Wow.
7-0 PCM leads. That's a Class 2A round of 16 matchup. And we are in the midst of a Pella Motors injury timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. And, hey, this has been a good start. If you're Clear Creek Amana, this is exactly what they wanted to do on offense. They've got it rolling. They're running it and passing a good mix. And so far, they've not had any negative plays, just dodged one there, a fumble that was recovered by the Clippers.
He's walking off on his own strength. The thing would be if it's a concussion or not. So we'll see how soon he comes back into the game.
The ball is down to the 15-yard line in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. A 2nd down and 5. Yeah, they need just inside the 10. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Boynton takes a snap. This is a direct quarterback run, trying to get around the left side. Pella tracks him from behind and drops him. Bailey Shetterly was the man that made Boynton cut him up, and it was Ben Wilcox who dropped him for a 2-yard loss.
There's our negative play we were talking about, Juan. That was his first carry by my account.
And now quickly into 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for the Clippers. Right to left at the 16. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, eyes downfield, fires, and nearly intercepted by Pella.
Yeah, we read that defensively very well. We saw the rollout coming. We had all the guys covered, and he actually threw that well behind his receiver. That was nowhere near his guy, almost to the Pella defender.
And that'll bring up 4th down. That was Gage Branderhorst, a sophomore in there who almost picked that off. And now 4th down for Clear Creek Amana, and they will try a 34-yard field goal. Clippers have not made a field goal this year.
Wow.
They haven't even attempted a field goal this year, and it is up, and it is no good, wide right.
It would have been barely long enough. It was been barely over the crossbar, but it was to the right, yeah.
So Pella, it all came down to that fumble, Randy. That just basically squelched the momentum that Clear Creek Amana had.
It did.
As they did recover their own fumble, but then it went a negative rush, an incomplete pass, and a missed field goal. And with 7:37 remaining in the opening quarter, Pella and Clear Creek Amana tied 0-0.
Yeah, and maybe just not having Collis out there limited their play calls, too. I mean, the quarterback's got a good arm. He's a really good quarterback. He can throw it very well, but that last throw was way off target.
And now 1st down and 10 for Pella at the 20-yard line, going from left to right in all green. And Emmanuel Deers gets the handoff, and he's already got more yards tonight than he had in 48 minutes a week ago. A 4-yard carry off right tackle up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Nice job by the O-line making a hole there and get Deers some positive yards.
No score between Pella and Clear Creek Amana with 7:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Dutch with the ball for the first time tonight. And Cedar Rapids Xavier is out in front of Norwalk 7-0 as the Saints score on the opening drive of the game in Norwalk. That's their first home playoff football game in 5 years.
Say, that's got to be a penalty. Sorry to talk over top you there, Trevor.
Pella trying to do some shifting. We saw that happen twice last week where the Dutch shift, and in that case, Gilbert. Tonight it's Clear Creek Amana. They see the shifting, and they jump off sides.
Yeah, I think it was the nose tackle guy. It was a big guy. I know that. I'm pretty sure it was the nose. Just kind of lurched forward and got across the line.
That brings up a 3rd down and 1 at the 29-yard line.
2nd one.
2nd down and 1. Thank you, Randy. And the Dutch spread the field. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Snap to Kern. All kinds of time. Now rolls out to the right. He'll tuck it and run. Has the 1st down. He was looking for a big play on 2nd down and short. Takes the smart play and gains 4 and moves the chains.
Yeah, those are the offensive coordinator's dream when you got 2nd and 1. Every play is available in the playbook. And sets the guys out. Pretty decent coverage by Clear Creek, and Kurt got the 5 yards for the 1st down.
First down and 10 at the 34. Pella nothing, Clear Creek Amana nothing. 6:43 remaining in the opening quarter. And now the Dutch shift again. They bring two tight ends to the left side of the formation, and they run it that way with Deers. Cuts it up, head of steam, good first down gain, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, into Clear Creek territory, still going all the way down inside the 40-yard line. Emmanuel Deers with a huge run of 28 yards down to the Clear Creek 38-yard line.
Well, he must have stepped out because he had even more than that. But, yeah, great run, great effort, great blocking by that left side. They had the two tight ends over there, but Deers broke through a few tackles and got 28. That's awesome.
Pella nothing, Clear Creek Amana nothing. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Dutch moving from left to right. And they've got Colin Kern in the shotgun with Deers standing to his left. The two tight ends shift to the right side of the formation this time. And the Dutch go that way on the ground with Emmanuel. Cuts it to the outside. Can't quite break free of the tackle inside the 35. Still a pretty good gain.
Yeah.
Down to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Pretty nice open field tackle there by Robertson, the cornerback for Clear Creek. Not too many guys take Deers down one-on-one in the open field.
They gave him 6 down to the 32-yard line, so Deers has 3 carries for 38 yards as we've reached the halfway mark of the first quarter. Pella nothing, Clear Creek Amana nothing, and a second down and 4 for the Dutch from the 32 left to right. We just keep flip-flopping here. Now it's the tight ends. They shift from right to left, and it's Current on a quarterback power. Waiting patiently, pushing forward, down to the 31 only.
Got a couple, just one.
See where they officially do spot this down. They'll give him the 30-yard line, so it's a 2-yard gain for Current and 3rd and 2 for the Dutch. And this is one we saw it, Randy, last week on the penultimate Pella drive of the game. We had 3rd and 1, and we went pass, and didn't get it. Let's just run the ball a couple of times here, get the first down, and get a new set of downs.
Right, they got that 3-4 defense, and they always have 2 linebackers out there on the edge that way, and we couldn't get past them in the last play.
Pella will keep it on the ground with Deers, trying to pick it up on 3rd and 2. He's very close before he's pushed backwards. Needs the 28-yard. Boy, they didn't give him anything.
That's just a horrible spot.
No gain for Emmanuel Deers, and now Pella is into 4th down and 2. Clear Creek Amana had 4th down on its opening drive and tried a field goal and missed. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
And now Pella has a 4th down and 2 at the 30-yard line, and they will spread the field with Colin Current. 3 receivers left, 2 to the near side right. And Current takes the snap. Delayed run, and Current's got the first down and more inside the 20, and he's undercut and dumped at the 18-yard line after a gain of 12.
Good call right there. I was hoping that's what they would do and spread the field out and then run right up the middle.
No score, Pella and Clear Creek Amana. Let's give you a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. Clock running at 4:18 and counting. The ball is at the 18-yard line, right side of the field, and Pella has a first down and 10 on a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they are wired for excellence. Inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, 2 receivers come near side right. Current takes a snap and a give to Deers. Straight ahead, pushing. Second effort's going to get 3. Pyle is still at least standing up, not really moving one way or the other, but E gets 3.
Rugby scrum.
5 carries, 41 yards, 2nd down and 7.
Wilcox coming in, new tight end. Clock running down about 3.5 minutes, and maybe not quite as fast as last week's first quarter, but still pretty quick.
There's been very few stoppages, just the one incomplete pass by Clear Creek Amana on their drive, and then the injury Pella Motors timeout. Here's 2nd and 7 for the Dutch at the 15. Handoff to Deers around the right side. Cuts it up at the 10. Runs head first into a defender down to the 7. They'll give him the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Deers. And first down and goal to go coming up for Pella on their opening drive of the game after Clear Creek Amana missed a field goal on the opening drive of the game.
Great to see Emmanuel having a good game on the ground. That makes our passing attack even more effective.
First down and goal for Pella. Deers standing to the left of Current. 2 receivers go right. That is the short side of the field. Shetterly motions in as they hand it to Deers, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage and dropped after a 1-yard gain. We'll give him 2 down to the 4, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, we had everybody on the right side, and that's the short side over here on this hash mark. There was no one left of the left side of the line over there, so pretty obvious which way we were going. But Clear Creek filled the holes pretty well and only gave them 2 yards. But we'll take 2 yards. Take 2 more with 2 yards and get a touchdown.
Second down and goal coming up at the 4.
Now Barnes is over there in the corner.
Deers to the left of Current on the near hash. They shuffle O'Halloran. And one of the tight ends left. Current takes the snap. Quarterback power. Trailing Deers. Fighting to the goal stripe. No signal yet. He's down just shy of the goal line. A 3-yard run for Colin Current, and that'll bring up third down and goal for the Dutch. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Pella and Clear Creek Amana tied 0-0.
Go under center and go right behind him, right?
We'll bring Wilcox in. Ty Van Vliet was in it. Wingman last time. Now Pella comes quickly to the line of scrimmage. Third and goal from just outside the goal stripe. Handoff to Deers. Left side run into the end zone. Touchdown Pella. The Dutch strike first on an Emmanuel Deers 1-yard run. It's 6-0 Dutch.
That was a really nice drive. Mostly on the ground. Almost entirely on the ground. Didn't complete a single pass. Didn't even throw one. Tried to line up that way, but all running plays. Good job by the O-line and blocking wide receivers, tight ends. Great job, Dutch.
Did have to pick up a fourth down conversion on 4th and 2, and then they scored the touchdown on a third down conversion, a 1-yard run by Deers. Now the extra point team is on. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good, and Pella has a 7-0 lead. 1:37 to go in the first quarter, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Drop the kids off at school, hurry to the meeting, run afternoon errands, return to school, and then back home. Your days are way too busy to have to worry about your tires. So look to Bridgestone and Firestone for tires that can help keep you on the go. With innovative Bridgestone or durable, dependable Firestone tires on your car, truck, SUV, or minivan, you'll get through your day with confidence. And then maybe even enjoy a little me time. Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Available at
Midtown Tire and Pella. Stop by and see us today for a free estimate at Midtown Tire and Pella.
Did you know that the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays can be a dangerous time of year for dogs?
This is Dr. Glenda Van Wyk at Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic. If your dog is vomiting, in pain, and or lethargic, these could be signs of pancreatitis. To avoid pancreatitis, always feed your dog a balanced diet and avoid high-fat foods like table scraps.
If your dog shows any of these signs, call Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic for treatment options right away.
Protect your pet's health at Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic.
Quality, compassion, family.
Clear Creek Amana with a nice kick return as we welcome you back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. It is Rosenberg with the return out across the 40 all the way to the 45-yard line. For those of you that were trying to get the Pella Dutch Live YouTube live stream and have flipped over here to 92.1 KRLS, we do understand that there are some issues with the live stream. Andy Johnson and his team are working feverishly at that to try to get that back up and running, but there's always radio coverage for you here on KRLS and the free KNIA KRLS app. First down and 10 for Clear Creek Amana, and the Clippers have it at the 45-yard line. Collis is back in the game. They fake the handoff to him. It's a keeper for Poynton, and he picks up 3 up to the 48-yard line before that play is finally blown dead. Boy, they're all the way up to the 49, a 4-yard gain.
They're not having the best of luck spotting because they're standing on the line of scrimmage and then waiting for the play to end before they mark the ball. And I watched him this time. He walked at least a yard past the pile where it ended, but so be it.
We do have a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update. Greene County answers PCM's 80-yard touchdown with a 70-yard hook and ladder touchdown. Play action fake, throw to the near side, catch by Rosenberg, and he's into Pella territory before he's taken down short of the first down at the 47-yard line. So that's a 4-yard gain for Owen Rosenberg. As we are under a minute to go in the first quarter, it'll be 3rd and 2, Clear Creek Amana with Pella leading it 7-0.
Yeah, big play here if we can hold them.
Right to left in white and blue. Poynton fakes the snap, takes the snap, handoff straight ahead into a pile.
No way.
Didn't get it. Did not get it. Ethan Weiss got 1. And now Clear Creek Amana will be into 4th and 1. Do they want to run this play here in the first quarter or take the quarter break to think about it? There's 25 seconds to go. And they've used a lot of tempo so far, but it looks like they're going to be content to take this one down to the end of the first quarter, and we'll see what their decision is as we come back for quarter number 2. Pella 7, Clear Creek Amana nothing. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KRLS.
Is your car in need of a little TLC? At Vanderlyn Detailing, Jeff will make your vehicle look and feel like new again. From deep interior cleaning to premier exterior detailing, he can handle it all. Scrubbing, polishing, waxing, and more. He will bring out the shine inside and out. Treat your car to the ultimate clean. Call Vanderlyn Detailing today at 641-780-0119 to set up an appointment. Get that fresh, like new feeling with Vanderlyn Detailing, where every detail matters.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
And he springs it loose at the 30, still on his feet at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Pella as Emmanuel Deers another home run. A 51-yard burst for Emmanuel Deers as our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game.
We think Randall Roofing, think gutters. You heard that right. Maintenance, installation, and repair. We've got your gutters handled too. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters. Find us on socials or visit randallroofs.com.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth for the first play of the second quarter. Pella 7, Clear Creek Amana nothing, and the Clippers have a 4th down and 1 at the Pella 46-yard line, moving from left to right. Pointon is out of the shotgun. He's going to run, quarterback run, met in the backfield and dropped. Mr. Warner. He is taken down in the backfield. Nate Warner with a huge play, a loss of 2, and Pella turns it over on down.
Wow, he looked like a missile getting shot through there.
And an early huge play on defense, an early Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. He lost 2, and the Clippers lost the ball.
That was awesome. Everybody stood the line up, and the offensive line up, straight up, and then Warner shot the gap and got the guy in the backfield. That was sweet.
So now 1st down and 10 for Pella. They're at their own 48-yard line, moving from right to left. Every play was a run play on that opening drive of the game for the Dutch. And now they'll go back to the ground with Deers trying the left side, and he's slung down in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. That was Dylan Schrock, a junior linebacker, making the play on Deers.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle there. Like I said, oftentimes Emmanuel doesn't go down with the first hit, but one of the linebackers, pretty strong dude, and he took him down.
2nd down and 11 for Pella. 11:30 to go in the opening half.
Got Emmanuel wide out this time.
3 receivers right in a bunch, 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen at the left, and they'll go right with Mullins on a wide receiver bubble screen. He's met in the backfield, and he's taken down. We're going backwards 1 yard at a time. We'll call that a pass, although it's probably pretty close, as Mullins loses 1 yard on the pass from Current, actually loses 2, and the Dutch are into 3rd and 13.
Well, we completed our first pass, but would have been better off if it had been incomplete. I'll try something downfield here. I think no screens this time.
7-0 Pella, and 3rd and 13 for the Dutch. They did just get a big 4th down stop on 4th and 1. Worst case, at least you get to punt it away here as Current wants to throw. Pump near side, deep far side, wide open, underthrown, and caught. Deep shot, 1st down Pella inside the 25-yard line, and it's our main man, Tyson Barnes.
That was a sweet pump fake there by Current. We had 3 guys lined up on the left side. He faked the pass that way. What it did was it brought the safety over into the middle of the field, left Barnes one-on-one on the cornerback, and he's going to win most of those battles.
That was a 30-yard gain on 3rd and 13 for Pella. PCM 13, Greene County 6. That game has 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And we do have a 7-7 game between Gilbert and Waverly Shell Rock. We'll be keeping our eyes on that. Randy, as you glance down, if you see an important score update, let our listeners know as well.
I'll do that.
Here's a 1st down and 10 from the 25. Current wants to throw. Post to the end zone. Shetterly off his hands. Incomplete, and he drops a touchdown.
Oh, man, he was open, too, and a perfect throw right on the hands. Bailey would like that one back. I know he knows he should have caught it, and if he gets that chance again, I'm sure he'll pull it in. Well, this
We've
is
had
what
a little
running.
too much of the dropsies out of our wide receivers the last couple weeks, Randy.
Yeah, but this is what running every play does. Eventually, it pulls the linebackers into the line of scrimmage, and then you got one-on-one in the defensive backfield.
I know both you and I see this as a big upset possibility tonight. Newton and Decorah, no score at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm thinking Newton might pull that one out.
Here's 2nd and 10 for Pella from the 25 with a 7-0 Dutch lead. Handoff to Emmanuel Deers, trying to sprint to the near side, and he does. Breaks through a tackle,
Sweet.
And he's inside the 15, down to the 12, inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Emmanuel Deers almost wasn't able to get to the corner because of the Clear Creek Amana pursuit, but when he did, he burst it for 13.
Well, and when he did, the receivers were doing their job blocking down there and got the D-backs out of the way. So, yeah, that was good effort by Deers and really good blocking by the green team.
Brings up 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Pella already a 7-0 lead. At the 10-minute mark of the first quarter, it's Deers again inside the 10, and he's down to the 8 for a pickup of 3 or 4. And by the way, for those of you that migrated over to KRLS, we understand the YouTube live stream is back at Pella Dutch Live. You won't be offending us by flipping over to YouTube if you want to watch and listen to our live coverage. Our YouTube presentation is presented tonight by KNIA KRLS Radio.
They still get blessed with our presence, right, on
Either
YouTube.
way, yep.
Yeah.
Either way, we'd love to have you either watch and listen or just listen along old school on the radio. 2nd down and 6 from the 8 for Pella. Wilcox and Van Vliet shift right as Current comes out the back door left to the 5, fighting, end zone, touchdown, Pella, Colin Current, an 8-yard run.
That one fooled them. That's how we got beat last week by Gilbert, bare naked bootleg by the quarterback, and one guy did finally make his way out there at the goal line, but otherwise there was nobody over there to take him down, and he fought his way through the tackle to get in the end zone.
13-0 Pella on a Colin Current 8-yard touchdown run. Deers from 1 yard on their first score. And now Rowe on for the extra point at the 9:19 mark of the first half. Extra point up, extra point good, and Pella has a 14-0 lead here in the opening round of the 4A playoffs. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Do you need trenching or tiling services that go the extra mile? At Farm Tile Innovations, they don't just dig, they deliver solutions. Joel Gritters brings years of expertise and ideas that'll make your land work for you. With unmatched customer service, they're committed to helping you achieve your goals, ensuring your project is done right the first time. Call Joel today at 780-5150. That's 780-5150. Let's work together to bring the tools, ideas, and service that sets Farm Tile Innovations apart.
At Pella Real Estate Services, we've helped 385 families find a new place to live in the past 12 months. Hi, I'm Sarah Bukite, and if you're in the market to buy, we want you to know that there's a new law requiring you to sign a buyer representation form. One DUI for Pella Real Estate Services.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, where Pella does a nice job on the kickoff, kind of pinning the return man back at his own 5-yard line, near sideline. And as he gets back to the middle of the field, the Dutch stop him at the 17, maybe the 18. So it'll be 1st and 10, Clear Creek Amana there, 14-0 Dutch.
The returner thought it was going to bounce out of the kick was going to bounce out of bounds, and it kind of took the balata bite like a golf ball and just stayed there, and so he had to pick it up and go. Well, we couldn't have asked for too much of a better start to this game.
14-0 Pella with the advantage. They've got a blocked, or a missed field goal rather, by the Clippers. And then a fourth down stop by Nate Warner. And there's a spear in the backfield as they go on a toss pass to Rosenberg, and he gets melted behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2.
That was Mr. Ben Wilcox applying the hurt on that one. Lost a yard, but he lost some air out of his lungs with that hit.
That was a pass play. It was that tap pass, if you will. Shovel,
technically,
little
who
dump forward. Rosenberg, their stud receiver, has 3 catches for 11 yards. And on second down and 11, Poynton, inside handoff. They go on the counter play to the backside, Collis, and he's got good gain before Vandaloon tracks him down at the 33. So they get the Dutch defense flowing to the near side, go back to Collis to the far side, and he gets 17.
Yeah, that was a nice play design there by Clear Creek. Basically had everybody in the pattern over here on this side except for the running back.
First down and 10 of the 33-yard line. And Poynton wants to throw. He's under some pressure, rolling to the far side. Wide open receiver, dropped it. He came to the near side, reversed to the far side. Receivers keeping the play alive and right on the hands of Ethan Weiss, but he can't hang on. And I think that's Warner with some, at least a discussion with the official. I don't know if he thought he was being held on the play or what the situation was, but luckily on that play, Weiss dropped it.
Yeah, Warner's not one to complain to officials, so it must have been a hold if he's saying something to him.
14-0, Pella leads Clear Creek Amana. And now second down and 10 for the Clippers. And it's a quarterback keeper for Poynton. He just follows fake the handoff and then followed the dive man right through the hole, and he crosses the 40 on a 7-yard gain.
Another big play, though, here. Third and a long 2, short 3.
ADM leads Spencer 14-7 in another 4A opening round game. Still 7-7. Gilbert and Waverly Shell Rock. Collis, the handoff. Stop short, driven backwards. He got 1, maybe 2, but here goes Clear Creek Amana into another 4th and 1.
They're going to punt it this time. They didn't like the way it turned out last time, so they're going to punt it and make us go the length of the field.
7:24 remaining here in quarter number 2, 14-0 Pella. And the punt team is on. We'll see if the Clippers have anything funny up their sleeves. Snap is away. Punt is away. Low liner lands at the 33, takes a Clipper bounce inside the 25, and it'll roll down to the 20. Let's go ahead and give you a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. 7:04 to go, second quarter. Pella 14, Clear Creek Amana 0, and the Dutch will have a first down and 10 coming up from their own 21-yard line on a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they're wired for excellence.
I wish for a lot of things often during these broadcasts, and I'm wishing for a 6.5-minute touchdown drive here so that we can get the ball to start the third quarter with a 21-0 lead.
First down and 10, Pella. Quick check of the other games on our network on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. End of the first quarter, Xavier 7, Norwalk 0. Early second quarter, Newton 6, Decorah 0. And late first quarter, PCM 13, Greene County 6 on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. There is a great catch by Emmanuel Deers, just running a go route on the far sideline, and he picks up 28 up to the 49.
Yeah, that was it was a pretty good throw, but it was a sweet catch because it was a little bit high. Deers isn't the tallest, but great catch, and then a few more yards after the catch.
First down and 10, Pella at the 49, and we have an officials Pella Motors timeout, and we'll take it with them at Pella Motors. You'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. 14-0 Pella, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Looking to kickstart your fitness journey? At Community Fitness of Pella, we've got everything you need to start or continue your fitness journey all year long. Whether you are a beginner or have been active your whole life, CFP can fit into your fitness goals. At CFP, we are ordinary people doing extraordinary things, becoming stronger than we were yesterday, both inside and outside the gym walls. Don't wait. Get started on your fitness journey today.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the McCullough Group can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to get you where you want to go.
Call Reed, Matt, or Nicole today at 641-613-3079. Office is located at 1109 Washington Street in Pella. The Confident Retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Go Dutch.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Clear Creek Amana called the timeout. Dutch taking a shot. Harry Mullins in stride. 10-5. Touchdown Pella. One play out of the timeout. 51 yards. 20-0 Dutch.
Well, I saw that taking shape. We had all the receivers on the far side of the field. The ball was on the far hash. Mullins had 2/3 of the field all to himself, one-on-one over here, and I thought, man, he can outrun that dude, and that's exactly what they did. Perfect pass, perfect catch and run. That was pretty sweet.
And now it's 20-0 Pella, and the extra point team is on for the third time already tonight. Snap, spot, kick. And it is no good, wide right, but it's 20-0 Pella with 6:45 to go in the first half inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
When you turn on the water or use electricity, you count on it. If it's not working, it's a problem. You shouldn't expect anything less from another critically important utility, the internet. Pella Fiber knows that in today's world, the internet needs to work. You count on it. Fiber internet is the most reliable option available. There are no data caps or throttling, and every home gets a gig for just $75 a month. So when Pella Fiber customers go to use the internet, it works, and it's fast. Count on it. Visit PellaFiber.com to learn more and get signed up today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Lance Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Pella 20, Clear Creek Amana 0. End over end kickoff, fielded at the 14, dropped at the 15, and loose and picked up at the 16. Broken tackle at the 20, and a very eventful return to get 7 yards out to the 23-yard line. Trevor Castle, Randy Sikkema, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. And what a start for Pella. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. It was a missed field goal on the opening drive for Clear Creek Amana, then an Emmanuel Deers touchdown for the Dutch. A 4th and 1 big play blown up stop by Nate Warner in the backfield to get the Dutch the ball back, and then it was a touchdown run by Colin Kearns of 8 yards, a Clear Creek Amana punt, and a 51-yard touchdown to Harry Mullins. 20-0 Pella, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Now 1st and 10 for the Clippers, and Poynton takes a snap, throws it right to a Dutch defender. Van Maanen, 10-5, touchdown Pella. He threw it right to him. He had to break one tackle, and he houses a pick six.
He must have been hiding behind one of the offensive linemen that the quarterback couldn't see him, because you're exactly right. He threw it right to Van Maanen. Man, he's not going to have a touchdown like that ever again, I don't think.
And the roof is officially an inferno here at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium as Pella's got a 26-0 lead on another raise the roof moment of the game, brought to you by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing.
Was that about a 23, 24-yarder?
I'm going to say 25 yards on that one, Randy.
All right.
Officially, unofficially. Line of scrimmage was the 23, and it was basically right behind the line.
Going for 2 now to make up for that last extra point.
The first play on the ensuing drive after the touchdown. And Current wants to throw for it, rolling right, looking right, rolling, running, trying to get to the pylon. And he does not. He is just short of the pylon on the far side of the field. And it remains 26-0 Pella. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth right after this on KRLS and Pella Dutch Live.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artist on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
At Marion County Bank, we go beyond banking.
And you're part of our story. It's about your family, memories, and shared dreams. Do you remember when you took the leap and bought your first home?
Or when you followed your passion and started your business?
That's right. We shared in those moments, those pages in your story.
Continue your story with us today. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, and visit us at MarionCountyBank.com.
Marion County Bank, serving you, building community, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Pella 26, Clear Creek, Amana nothing. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter as we welcome you back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. On the Clear Creek Amana kick return that got out to the 35-yard line, there was a holding penalty on the Clippers, so that will back them up. We'll see where they spot the football, somewhere around the 20-yard line, I suspect. We do have a Midtown Tire instant radio update. Mentioned that Decorah had gone ahead of Newton 7-6. Well, the Cardinals responded with a 92-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Wow. Go for two and get it. And it's now Newton 14, Decorah 7, and Xavier leads Norwalk 14-0 on a Midtown Tire instant radio update.
And Gilbert's leading.
Gilbert 14 and Waverly Shell Rock 7 is the score there. That's our opponent, and right now it's looking like it's going to be Pella's opponent next Friday night here at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium. Here's Pointon on a delayed quarterback run out across the 20. Good gainer. Line of scrimmage was way back at the 15-yard line, and he gets it out to the 33 for a rip of 18.
Yeah, we had about 3 or 4 guys that were inches away from tackling him, but never could get him, and it was a nice run by Pointon.
6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half, 26-0 Pella.
Yeah, so much for my 6.5-minute touchdown drive, right? We scored 12 points in about 30 seconds.
Touchdown drive. Back to the ground. Weiss straight ahead, broken tackle, and then he gets into a collision right at the line to gain, rather. They'll give him 11 up to the 44, but really running right up the middle, right between the guards. Back-to-back runs of 18 by the quarterback, and that time 11 by Ethan Weiss. To the 44 in a blink. They pick up 29 yards. And they keep it on the ground, this time with Collis running straight ahead, and he gets 2. A little bit shorter gain there up to the Pella 46-yard line.
Was that Weiss on the 11-yarder?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
5:32 to go in the first half. 26-0 Pella. Clear Creek Amana drove the ball pretty well on its first 2 drives of the game, got into Pella territory, a missed field goal and a 4th-and-1 stand by the Dutch D. Here's an option, late toss to
Van Maanen again.
That's the running back on the catch, and Van Maanen buries him after a short 2-yard gain. That's kind of that new school triple option. They go speed option left, but they have the running back coming back, kind of crossing the face of the quarterback, and they pitch it forward to him for a pass for 2 yards.
Van Maanen read it well, though. He was right there for the tackle. So 3rd and 6, long 6.
Ball at the 48 in Clear Creek Amana territory, left to right in white and blue. Pella defending the right goal, showing some pressure. Nobody with their hand on the ground. They rush just 3. Pointon has to escape the pocket left. Ton of running room, and he's got the first down in Pella territory and out of bounds after a 10-yard gain. Actually, give him 9 to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was big open space over there. They vacated the area with all the receivers, and our outside linebacker came in for the blitz, and there was nobody over there.
Pella's been pretty good defensively on 3rd down. That's just 2 of 5 on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Weiss, left side run. He's got a good lane. He's inside the 30 and finally forced out of bounds. Where did he step out? The 25. That's an 18-yard run. Having a lot of success on the ground on this drive are the Clippers. And with 4:28 to go in the first half, and Pella leading 26-0, Clear Creek Amana is nearing the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Yes, kind of similar to their first drive, just kind of.
Oh, we've got a whistle
called timeout.
and a Pella Motors timeout called by the Dutch. And we'll keep this here, Randy, to talk about our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. And pretty urgent right now for Clear Creek Amana, down 26 points. They're on a nice drive here, but you feel like they've got to get the ball in the end zone because remember, the Dutch will start the third quarter with the ball. If Clear Creek Amana doesn't score here, regardless of what Pella does the rest of this half, it could be early third quarter, they could find themselves down by 30 or more, and this game could be over.
Exactly. Now, we're not famous for coming out of the halftime huddle and just marching it down the field in the third quarter, but you're absolutely right. If we could keep them scoreless here and then get the ball first, that would go a long ways towards the end of the game.
That's our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times. PCM now leads Greene County 26-6. So both the Dutch and the Mustangs are in control in their games. We've got 4 local area teams still playing here in the round of 16 in the Iowa High School football playoffs. We'll see how many can advance to the quarterfinals after tonight's games. Out of the Pella Motors timeout, it's a handoff to Weiss, and he picks up 10, maybe 11 into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Again, continuing to just run it more or less straight up the middle. That's a run of 10 down to the 15-yard line, and it's first down and 10 from there.
He seems to have a little quicker feet than Collis. He dances through those holes a lot better.
And it's a fake, and Poynton trying to get to the left. He's met in the backfield. He shakes 2 tackles from Vanderloon and Shetterly, but then Cowman comes up to blast him out of bounds for no gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of green shirts over there. Wasn't going to let him get very far.
No gain on the play for Conlon Poynton. He's got 7 carries for 35 yards. Collis has 8 for 45, and Weiss has 6 for 48. They just haven't put any points on the board. Second down and 10 from the 15. And it's a handoff up the middle. It's a new face in there, Randy.
That wasn't Collis? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't believe it was.
Yeah,
it was Collis. Yeah. Okay. My eyesight's failing me at 46, Randy. And
that's okay.
It doesn't matter who it was. They got 1 yard.
46 is better than 64. Everything's gone at 64.
3rd and 9, and Clear Creek Amana needs a touchdown, not a field goal. So this is 4-down territory for the Clippers. And it's Poynton on a right side roll, looking. Wants to throw, late throw, and it is incomplete. Ooh. Nearly intercepted by Shetterly on the near sideline. I'm not sure if he didn't hang on or if he didn't keep his feet in bounds, but either way, it's 4th down coming up for CCA.
I think it might have been both, but he definitely stepped in front of the receiver. There was no way it was going to get completed. Yeah, they're like you said, they're definitely going for touchdowns. Field goal won't do them any good.
Pella 26, Clear Creek Amana nothing. 3:25 remaining. And Clear Creek Amana wants a Pella Motors timeout to talk this over. We'll take it with them and be back right after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
The plugs in the car go spark, 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 spark. The plugs in the car go spark, spark, spark at Central Tire and Auto.
If the plugs don't spark, the car won't start. For tires and brakes, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the little things like new spark plugs. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Sing along.
At Central Tire and Auto.
No one looks forward to having surgery, not even for their pets. It can be kind of a scary thing. This is Dr. Tim Yoder, the Tri-County veterinarian, and we strive to keep your pets safe and comfortable at all phases of the procedure. They'll receive preoperative blood work and anesthesia, warming, and electronic monitoring during the operation, plus postoperative pain management and supervised recovery. For elective surgeries or for that unexpected emergency, trust the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
4th and 1 for Clear Creek Amana out of the Pella Motors timeout. 4th and 9 for Clear Creek Amana out of the timeout. Poynton fakes left. He wanted to run. He's under pressure. Tries to throw, and it is knocked away. incomplete, and it's Warner making a fourth down play again.
Well, it was almost a read option thing. He went over there to the left. The receiver was open, but every time he tried to throw it, Warner was in the way, and so then he tried to run it, fake the run to pull him in, and was going to throw it over top, but Warner jumped high enough to knock it down. Great play by Warner, by the whole defensive stand there. Another hold on fourth down.
Well, Clear Creek Amana's racking up some yards here, but a missed field goal and 2 fourth down stops in Pella territory, and it is still 26-0 Dutch. Pella ball, 3:21 to go first half. And looking for more. The Dutch are 3 for 3 offensively with touchdowns. They've added a Kyler Van Maanen pick 6 on defense. And they go to the ground with Deers on a left side run, trying to get around the corner, and he won't. Brought down in the backfield, a couple of yard loss for Deers.
Yeah, a little bit of thinking there. Strategy there is get the clock to runs. We don't throw, not that we would throw 3 incomplete passes, but 3 incomplete passes gives them too much time to try to score again.
Now, a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update, and unfortunately for Norwalk, who got such a big win a couple of weeks ago against the 2-time defending state champs in Lewis Central, just not mustering any offense tonight against Cedar Rapids Xavier. Nearing halftime, it's 21-0 Saints. Our score, 26-0 Dutch. 2:40 to go. Second quarter, and second down and a dozen. Two tight end shift from right to left. Play clock to 1. They get the snap away, hand it off to Deers, and that was a jailbreak run blitz by Clear Creek Amana, and Deers ran right into the teeth of it for maybe a yard. We'll see if they even give him that.
Looks like Clear Creek's calling another timeout.
No gain for Deers on that play. And it is a timeout by Clear Creek Amana. We'll keep this one here to run down our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Pella 26, Clear Creek Amana nothing. Cedar Rapids Xavier 21, Norwalk nothing. Newton 14, Decorah 7, and PCM 26, Greene County 6. Those are the games on the network tonight. In other 4A games that we're able to find scores at the moment, Gilbert leads Waverly Shell Rock 14-7. North Polk leads Fort Dodge 15-0. And that's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. The one other score, ADM 14, Spencer 13. No update from Lewis Central and Ballard tonight. Unable to find that one. And no update from Western Dubuque and North Scott. That's under a paywall tonight. All right, out of this, Pella Motors timeout on defense by Clear Creek Amana. 3rd and long for Pella. Current wants to throw, nobody open. Rolling out to the right, eyes downfield, late throw, out of bounds, incomplete. And it's the first Clipper defensive stop of the game.
Probably a good choice there by Current. Wasn't anybody really wide open. He could have tried to force one in, but the last thing you want is an interception. Just punt and make them go longer down the field. Got the clock down to almost 2 minutes left. And what do they have, one timeout left?
I think they burned them all.
They've got none, okay.
Yep. Punt team is on for the first time tonight for the Dutch.
Barnes going to punt.
And it is Barnes. Yeah, they had Manning listed as the starting punter, but Barnes was also on the sheet, and they do go with Barnes standing in his own end zone. And he'll boot it away. Shorter punt. Fielded at the 40 on Pella's side of the field, and Weiss out of bounds at the 37. So just a 26-yard punt and a 13-yard return, and Clear Creek Amana's right back in business. Timeouts won't be a factor at all, Randy, with 2:08 to go in the half, and Pella leading 26-0.
Well, they marked him on the 31, so.
Okay. A little bit extra to go. This is Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa, 92.1 FM, KRLS, Knoxville Pella, KRLS HD1, Knoxville Pella, and Pella Dutch live on YouTube. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being. Whatever that is for you, Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
26-0 Dutch. First down handoff, nothing. In fact, backwards.
Awesome job. That's Peterson, and I couldn't see who the other one was. Dothiger, maybe?
Collis lost on the play. Yeah, Benny Dothiger in on that stop as well, on a loss of 2 back to the 33-yard line. Second down and a dozen now. And Poynton takes the shotgun snap, wants to throw. He's looking to the left, now rolling to the left. They've got a spy on him. He throws to the left. It's tipped, and it's intercepted! Intercepted along the far sideline. And the Dutch have their second takeaway of the game. Nathan Vanderloon with the tip drill and the pick.
Yeah, that was there again. I couldn't tell if it was Van Maanen or Warner over there at linebacker keeping the quarterback Poynton from running the ball. It was a pretty good throw. It probably should have been caught. Went off the receiver's hands and up in the air. And Vanderloon Johnny on the spot made a great play. Got a good pick.
We really are doing a great job using our linebackers to keep an eye on Poynton for the most part. And when the play breaks down, there's somebody there on him, right? He's just not able to escape.
Right.
So now 1st and 10 for Pella, basically right where they left off last time. Ball on the 14-yard line, right side of the field, leading 26-zip. And it's a handoff to Deers, and Clear Creek Amana really selling out to make sure that Emmanuel doesn't get much more damage. He started the game with 11 carries for 69 yards, but after that 1-yard loss, his last 3 have gone for -3. 14 carries, 66 yards in total, and with 1:22 to go, and having remembered the disaster of the end of the first half last week, I would be shocked if this is anything but 1 or 2 more handoffs to Deers, and we go to the locker room up 26.
Well, probably a running play on this one, and then probably a pass, but certainly nowhere near an
I don't know if
interception.
that'd even be a pass. I think we're just going to run this twice and go to the locker room. Well, we're going to get a Pella Motors timeout to start.
Kurt threw the last one out of bounds on 3rd and long like he should have, and obviously he should have last week too, but it was on 1st down last week when we threw the pick, so that was even worse. But no, he's playing a good game tonight. We all are. All the Dutch are having a good game and going to recoup here on the sideline.
Again, a Pella Motors timeout called by the Dutch. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Clock has 58 seconds to go before our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show. And PCM's added another touchdown. They now lead 33-6 as they're rolling Greene County. They're a 44-point favorite tonight in that one, so that's not a surprise. Our score, 26-0 in favor of Pella, and it has been a fantastic first half for the Dutch. They forced 2 turnovers. They have 2 4th-down stops. They've got a pick 6. Colin Kurtz hit a deep ball to Harry Mullins, and Curtin Deers each have a touchdown run, and it's been all green and white. Coming out of the timeout, with our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show 58 seconds away.
They got 2 guys over here on Harry this time.
And now they'll run it with Current. It's a design quarterback run to the left to the 20, breaks the tackle 25, and Current still on his feet at the 30, not going down, out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 22.
What an effort. Holy cow, he got hit 6 or 7 times during that run, but he kept it going. Nice job.
Clock will stop momentarily with 46 seconds remaining, and Pella leading 26-0 late first half.
We have 1 timeout left. This one might be a pass play, just nowhere near a white shirt.
This might be this fake left, go deep right, as Barnes is all by himself. Fake left, Current rolls right. It was actually Mullins all by himself to the right, and they eventually throw it to the sideline and incomplete and out of bounds.
24 seconds left. Yeah, we could...
As long as a throw, if you throw it, is just deep downfield, it really doesn't, that's not a negative at this point.
Right, or to the sideline like that, where the only thing that can happen is we catch it or it goes out of bounds.
2nd down and 10 for Pella at the 35. They have 1 timeout remaining, 24 seconds left before our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show. They spread the field 5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. And Current takes the snap. This is a quarterback run again for Colin. Started up the middle, bounces it to the left, takes a hard hit at the 43-yard line.
You're going to call timeout?
He gets 9 up to the 44. And clock running, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and Pella...
Go down to 1 play and call timeout maybe and have a Hail Mary.
Let's see what they do. 3, 2, yes, they do call timeout. At least I thought I saw somebody on the sideline call timeout, but must not have been. That's the end of the first half. It is Pella 26, Clear Creek Amana nothing. We've got our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show right after this on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live.
Hi, this is Chuck Vanderwall with Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we've been helping people find their dream car or a new car since 1935. My favorite is my 1963.5 Galaxy 500 two-door.
I'm Todd Vanderwall, and we love seeing people smile when they drive their new vehicle off the lot. It's fun to get a new car. My favorite is my 1974 Ford Bronco.
I'm Tegan, and I don't have as many cool cars as Dad or Grandpa, but I love my Bronco Sport. When it's time for a new vehicle, come see us at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella.
We're taking care of you.
As fall season rolls on, have Raceway Tire and Exhaust team you up with a set of Firestone tires. Check out the Firestone Destination line of tires. Whether you drive a truck or SUV, there's a Firestone Destination tire just right for you. And Raceway Tire and Exhaust is your complete auto care center from bumper to bumper. No matter what your vehicle needs, take it to Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Pella Corporation believes in making a difference by encouraging their workforce to volunteer, mentor, and support great causes within our community. That commitment to giving back helps build stronger, more vibrant neighborhoods. Join them in making a positive impact by volunteering to a cause that's special to you. Together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Because at Pella Corporation, they're building more than just windows and doors.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
And he springs it loose at the 30, still on his feet at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Pella as Emmanuel Deers another home run. A 51-yard burst for Emmanuel Deers as our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game.
When you think Randall Roofing, think gutters. You heard that right. Maintenance, installation, and repair. We've got your gutters handled too. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters. Find us on socials or visit randallroofs.com.
Need rock, dirt, or gravel moved fast and efficiently? At RS Trucking, they've got heavy-duty trucks and expertise to handle all your hauling needs. Whether it's construction, landscaping, or site prep, they specialize in delivering rock, dirt, and aggregate materials right to your project site, on time, every time. No job is too big or small for their reliable fleet. For rock-solid service, call RS Trucking at 641-780-6039 today. When it comes to hauling rock and dirt, they are the ones to trust. RS Trucking, moving what matters.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Certain. Certain who? Certainly. If you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get Certainteed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. Certainteed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options, with profiles as beautiful as they are durable.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
Drop the kids off at school, hurry to the meeting, run afternoon errands, return to school, and then back home. Your days are way too busy to have to worry about your tires, so look to Bridgestone and Firestone for tires that can help keep you on the go. With innovative Bridgestone or durable, dependable Firestone tires on your car, truck, SUV, or minivan, you'll get through your day with confidence, and then maybe even enjoy a little me time. Bridgestone and Firestone tires, available at
Midtown Tire and Pella. Stop by and see us today for a free estimate at Midtown Tire and Pella.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with your Pella Edward Jones Financial Advisors, they focus on what's important to you. You'll work together to use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. Call 1-800-ED-JONES, visit edwardjones.com, or stop by the Edward Jones office in your neighborhood. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. We're live on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live, 26-0 Dutch for tires, front end work there, no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Trevor Castle, Randy Sickema. Before we talk football, Randy, we're going to talk about who's always open, presented by Anytime Fitness. And the answer is Marissa Farabee, because when she's running a cross-country meet, there's nobody around her. For those of you watching on Pella Dutch Live, you can see the Pella girls cross-country team being recognized on the the track here at Ron and Joy Skipper Stadium. They won the back-to-back cross-country championship earlier today. Marissa Farabee set an all-time record at the state meet. The Dutch as a team set an all-time team score record. They went 1, 2, 3, 8, and 11, 8, 9, 23 team points. Farabee won it by a minute 20 or whatever. Just an utterly dominating performance to put a cap on a dominating season for the Dutch girls. Pella boys finished third, Kanan Dunham second individually. Just a great day up at Fort Dodge for the green and white.
Yeah, to give you some kind of idea, cross country is at a lower score. It's like golf. The lower score, the better. 23 they got. Second place women's team had 142 points. It's like winning a football game 100-0. That's how far in front they were of everybody.
Yeah, congratulations to the girls and the boys of Pella High School, part of what's been a very special fall here for the green and white. And Who's Always Open has been presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way, Anytime Fitness. Back to football, where the Dutch have a 26-0 lead. And let's go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Colin Current, 4 of 7 passing for 107 yards and a touchdown. He hit Harry Mullins for a 51-yard score. Really deep balls for Pella, 30 yards to Barnes and 28 yards to Deers. You know, his 3 completions of all, 3 of his 4 have all been big ones, and then they had a negative play to Mullins for a couple of yard loss. But 4 of 7, 107 yards for Current. Emmanuel Deers rushing 14 for 66 and a score. Colin Current 7 for 60 yards and a score. On the other side of the ledger for Clear Creek Amana, the Clippers mostly doing it through the run game. They've got 6 carries and 48 yards for Ethan Weiss, 10 carries and 44 yards for Noah Collis, 7 carries, 35 yards for Conlon Poynton, and Poynton is 6 of 11 passing for just 31 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. Pella, 126 on the ground, 107 through the air. That's 233 yards of total offense for the Dutch. And for Clear Creek Amana, 127 on the ground, 31 through the air, and 158 total yards. Inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. And Randy, the last numbers that I mentioned there, 233 to 158, that's not super lopsided. Like, if you were to hear those numbers, you wouldn't think 26-0 Dutch, but they've gotten 2 big stops on 4th down, a missed field goal by Clear Creek Amana, so they're moving the ball, just not able to put points, and then the pick 6 by Van Maanen, the kind of the cherry on top of that first half for the Dutch.
Yeah, you get 6 points without no offensive yards getting added to the total there. It's kind of deceiving, but yeah, they moved the ball fairly well. 3 times they moved the ball down. Once, like you said, the missed field goal, once stopped on 4th down, and once a pick. So our defense bending a little bit, but man, they are really playing well again tonight. They played great against Gilbert last week, and Coach Ballard and that defensive staff really got them doing well tonight.
Our score is Pella 26 and Clear Creek Amana nothing. This is our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, and we'll be back to Ron and Joy Skipper Stadium right after this.
A Bank Iowa Health Savings Account provides a simple way to manage and pay for medical bills. You can use an HSA debit card for expenses such as doctor's visits, prescriptions, or vision care for you and your family. Learn how you can start making tax-free contributions with balances that never expire at bankiowa.bank/HSA. Bank Iowa, member FJC, equal housing lender.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
The last thing you want to do when it's 30 below zero is fight with your garage door. DeYoung Door Service recommends checking over your door now, before the bitter cold, inspecting the hinges, rollers, cables, and gears to ensure everything's working properly. If you're not sure what to look for, that's okay. Just call the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. It's not good enough to know what you do. You need to specialize in it. We specialize in sales, installation, and service of garage doors. We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
CPAs are known for doing things by the numbers, but the accountants at Van Maanen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel go beyond the numbers. They are committed to their clients to bring the best advice at competitive prices to ensure that you get the best service to meet your needs. They'll stand behind you in case you would ever need help, unlike most of the do-it-yourself tax services, with year-round advice for any life changes that may happen. And if you're unhappy with your current service, they are accepting new clients with a smooth and seamless transition.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Maanen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel.
At our Two Rivers Cooperative Cartridge Station in Pella, we have more fuel choices than ever before. Our standard gas dispensers offer Unleaded Plus, Unleaded 88, E85, and premium gas. And our new diesel blender pump has 5 different blends of number 1 and number 2 diesel, perfect for our cold Iowa winter. And remember, if you're a Two Rivers local card user, you'll save 4 cents on every gallon every time you fill up. Thank you for supporting Pella's only locally owned gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
Memories become treasure. McCall Monument.
The plugs in the car go spark, spark, spark. Spark, spark, spark. Spark, spark, spark. The plugs in the car go spark, spark, spark. At Central Tire and Auto.
If the plugs don't spark, the car won't start. For tires and brakes, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the little things like new spark plugs. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Sing along.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Hi, this is Dalton Buck with Hy-Vee. We understand that times are difficult and we want to do our part to help out. That's why we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store. These are new everyday low prices on thousands of items. And we also still have other ways to save, like our Hy-Vee Perks program and tons of digital coupons online in the Hy-Vee app. It's our mission to make lives easier, healthier, and happier. Stop in today and see our new everyday low prices on thousands of items at Hy-Vee.
Inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. We're live on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live. 26-0 Pella. The Dutch with 2 touchdown runs, Emmanuel Deers and Colin Current, a Current bomb to Harry Mullins, and a pick 6 by Kyler Van Maanen. They have missed an extra point and then the 2-point conversion trying to chase after it, but they have a 26-0 lead. And as we take a look at our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service, Randy, I mean, I didn't see much if I'm Pella that I want to do differently in this second half, but it's take care of the football, maybe try to grind out some clock a little bit. Otherwise, just keep doing what we've been doing, and we should be right back here next Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anything's possible, of course. People can bust a lot of big plays. Not likely to do it many times in the second half, but as long as we don't turn the ball over and give them short fields, make them go 60, 70 yards every time they have the ball, we're going to – you would think we were going to score some points in the second half, so it's looking pretty good.
Well, if there was one thing trying to, and I don't know what the actual adjustment is, but Emmanuel Deers' first 10 carries went for 65 yards.
Yeah.
His last 4 went for a combined 1. So Clear Creek Amana figured something out with Deers in the running game, and we saw Emmanuel, kind of be taken out by Gilbert a week ago. Let's find a way to just get him back involved and get some positive yardage in this second half.
That's a great point, and I think some of that is we didn't have have any running game last week, so I think they set their linebackers out there to stop our passing game early on, and then when we ran it, they brought the linebackers back to the line of scrimmage. Then that's when we started throwing the ball around. And so then at the end, they knew we were just trying to run clock out, I think, for the most part, the second half of the second quarter. So, yeah, it'd be nice, open the third quarter with full clock and a full field and see if we can get some more yards on the ground with Deers.
Those are our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, stop and see the gurus of garage doors at 908 Roosevelt Road, just west of Pella Christian High School.
We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
We're going to take another timeout inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. When we come back, all 8 games in Class 4A are at the half. We'll have our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard right after this.
At Pella Insurance, we strive to provide you with bend-over-backwards service to protect your home, auto, business, farm, life, and health. We are a local, independent agency that has been serving the Pella community for over 30 years. Our mission is to provide you with a more holistic approach to your insurance needs. With an access to a multitude of industry-leading carriers, we are focused on assisting our customers with protecting and maximizing their assets, resources, and opportunities. When you think local, think Pella Insurance. For an agency that is here for you, call Pella Insurance at 641-628-9235.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we know how important it is for athletes to heal properly so they can continue making plays and staying active. We pride ourselves in providing top-notch care for athletes of any age. Whether you're the quarterback for a local team, a leisurely runner, or somewhere in between, we've got you covered at Kinetic Edge. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose Kinetic Edge. Contact us at kineticedgept.com or at 621-0230.
26, Clear Creek, Amana, nothing, as we welcome you back inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Our second half kickoff is just about 2 minutes away. As we look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard in Class 2A tonight at the half, PCM is all over Greene County 33-6. That game is live on 95.3 KNIA. All right, all 8 Class 4A games are at the half. In Pod A, and when I give these rankings, these are the RPI rankings that the state has. It's number 1 North Polk 15, number 16 Fort Dodge, nothing. It is number 8 Xavier 21, Norwalk, nothing. In Pod B, number 15 Newton leads number 2 Decorah 14-7, and number 9 North Scott leads number 7 Western Dubuque 10-7. In our Pod C, Pella 26, Clear Creek, Amana, nothing. Gilbert, the 6th seed, leads 10th seeded Waverly Shell Rock 14-7. If Pella wins, they will host the winner of that game right here at the Skip next Friday night. And in Pod D, it is number 4 Lewis Central leading number 13 Ballard 14-7, and number 5 ADM leading number 14 Spencer 14-13. So if these scores hold, and there's lots of close games, it would be Xavier at North Polk, Newton at North Scott, Gilbert at Pella, and ADM at Lewis Central in the quarterfinals next week. And that's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And by the way, Jay McKinstry, and this is final and his 28th season, has won 234 of the 308 games he's coached. So that's better than a 75% winning clip. In this round, in the round of 16, if Pella holds on and wins tonight, they are 15-7. So playoff games against some of the best teams in the state, and he's winning at a 2/3 clip. I mean, what a legendary career Coach McKinstry is concluding here over the next month.
Absolutely. Hopefully he's got 3 more games after this one.
All right, time for the second half kickoff. 26-0 Pella. Trevor Castle, Randy Sikkema, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Yeah, real quick, if Newton holds on to win that, they're going to get the frequent flyer miles.
Here's the opening kick. Ball is in the air for the second half. Return from the 25 out to the 33-yard line for Pella. Yeah, Decorah tonight, and then
Eldridge next Friday night. Might as well get a hotel room over by the Mississippi River somewhere.
Thanks for listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Here we go with the second half of action, and the Dutch with a 26-0 lead I mean, you've got to be feeling really good if you're the Dutch, but if you can go and stick another one in the end zone to start this third quarter, that might be too much for the Clippers to have any chance at overcoming.
I would agree. I just don't want to see any turnovers here to stem momentum.
Deers empties out of the backfield left, 3 receivers right. Mullen shuffles in motion. Current wants to throw. All kinds of time. Now rolls out to the right. Nobody open. Stops, cuts it upfield. Shake and bake, and gets 3 to the 36.
He runs the farthest distance to get 4 yards, I tell you. That was a good ad-lib play there by Current.
And by the way, Colin, if you're watching this back on Pella Dutch Live late Friday night over the weekend, I would love to see you on this field for the next 4 years in red and white for the Dutch.
That's just your wish?
That's my wish. Love it when the local kids stay close to home, and I'd love to see Colin doing something for the Dutch.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 6. They gave him 4 up to the 37. Deers empties out of the backfield again. They swing it. This is a backwards pass, so a run play for Deers, and he's got the sideline and sprints before he's finally out of bounds at the 44. So they were able to angle him off after a 7-yard gain, but it is a first down for Pella on the run by Deers.
I was going to say that's a run,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Ball at the 44-yard line, 11:09 to go in the third quarter. Pella 26, Clear Creek Amana nothing.
Yeah, good solid start. Good ad-lib run, and then I guess sort of a safe play. I hate backwards passes, but it's somewhat of a safe play.
Once you catch it, it's safer.
Right.
First down and 10 from the 44. 4 receivers bunched right, and now Deers goes that way. They throw another backwards pass. He has to spin to catch it, gets a block, and he's into Clear Creek Amana territory, breaks a tackle at midfield, and he picks up 11 to the 45 of the Clippers.
That one backwards,
too? That was as well, yep.
Okay.
I don't know how they'll officially rule those, but, I mean, we're looking right down the line. Those were clearly both backwards.
Well, the first one definitely was. That one I couldn't tell exactly, but...
First and 10 at the Clear Creek Amana 45, 26-0 Pella early third quarter. Left to right for Pella in green and white, the all-green jerseys, tops and bottoms. Clear Creek Amana in the all-white trimmed in blue. Opposite formation, fake the throw to Deers, and Current runs it near side right, and he's able to outrace a defender to the Pella sideline and out of bounds at the 38 for an easy 7 for number 7.
Yeah, kind of put everybody on the far side of the field, the left side of the field offensively, and then Current ran it to the right. A couple guys stayed home for Clear Creek and kept him to 7.
They're underway in the second half at Gilbert as well. Gilbert 14, Waverly Shell Rock 7. Winner of that game is coming to the skip if Pella can hold on to a 26-0 lead as Current drops a shotgun snap, picks it up, and then bobs and weaves his way inside the 35, picks up a first down to the 34 on a gain of 4.
Just a really nice job ad-libbing that to a certain extent after the drop, but more importantly, the offensive line just staying on their blocks. You know, that it'd be awful easy for them to block for a second and then give up thinking that was supposed to be a pass play, but they're doing a really nice job out there staying on their blocks.
So first down and 10 for Pella at the 34-yard line in Clipper territory on the right side of the field. Heading towards the north end zone here at Central College. They fake it to Deers left, going deep left, one-on-one shot, underthrown. Was that picked?
Yeah, it was. I couldn't tell if he was in the end zone.
Intercepted. In the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the one ref is saying the other one was marking it on the 1.
They're going to go with the touchback. Current just underthrew that ball, and it's intercepted, and Clear Creek Amana gets their first takeaway of the game.
Yeah, what little bit of wind there was at his back, so it's not like the wind knocked that down or anything. He just underthrew it a little bit because, if anything, you overthrow that. But anyway, I thought he went down at the 1-yard line, and one ref thought the same thing, but the other one said he was in the end zone. So we're starting at the 20.
Well, Clear Creek Amana threw 2 interceptions in the first half. And now the Dutch with their first turnover here in the second half. And they go on an inside handoff to Collis. And he picks up 3 up to the 23-yard line. 11 carries, 47 yards for Noah Collis. 26-0 Pella. I mean, good drive to start, but then the turnover, and that's kind of what Clear Creek Amana did in the first half, Randy. They were able to drive the ball into Pella territory, but never able to convert. Pella does that to start this third quarter. Can the Clippers take advantage and kind of get some life and some footing in this ball game? Second down and 7. And it's a little shovel pass.
Oh, that's a hold. Jeez
And
Louise, that was a holding call that didn't get called.
30-yard line. Poynton hits Rosenberg. They like that little tap pass.
I guess that's on the line of scrimmage, so they get away with it that way, because Shetterly just got grabbed with both hands and thrown to the ground. I'm not sure that's a legal block, but I guess if you're on the line of scrimmage, it's okay.
That's the 4th catch for Rosenberg for just 18 yards. It does move the chains for the Clippers. First down and 10 at the 30. Takes a snap, goes to the ground with Weiss, straight ahead run. He breaks free out to the far side of the field. He's got a first down. Nice running for Weiss as he gets 13 up to the 43-yard line. He's got 7 carries for 61 yards, averaging almost 9 yards a pop for Ethan Weiss.
Yeah, he's impressed me more than Collis, to be honest. He's a bigger guy, and he's got quicker feet.
Poynton is by far their leading rusher on the season, but they're using the running backs for the most part tonight. And this is Weiss again. And this time he picks up 5. We'll give him 5 yards up to the 48-yard line. On the season, Poynton 170 carries, Collis 48, Weiss 43. So Poynton doubles the other 2 combined. It hasn't been that tonight. Here's another fake shovel pass, and Poynton gets 2 up to midfield, and it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I think to that point, I think our defensive scheme has frustrated them in that respect, in that we've had either Maanen or Warner spying on him around the edges, and they're a little discouraged on trying that. They tried it up the middle that time, so I got to believe they're always in 4-down territory.
You can't punt down 26 in the second half.
Not in the middle of the field. Maybe if you're on the 10-yard line, but not in the middle of the field.
3rd down and 3 for Clear Creek Amana, right to left, and we've got a whistle and a false start. So 3rd and 3 will become 3rd and 8. And Randy, I definitely need to knock on wood while I make this comment. That's 3 penalties on Clear Creek Amana for 20 yards, which is fairly clean. The Dutch, they have as many penalties as you and I do.
I had a penalty on the way in, but yeah, 0 penalties. That's really impressive for the Dutch.
Late substitution, extra defensive back on the field for Pella, and Poynton wants to throw. Wilcox pressures. Poynton steps up, throws near side. Rosenberg is open and has the first down in front of Shetterly at the 40. Breaks a tackle at the 35, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. 25 yards for Owen Rosenberg.
Yeah, 27-yard line, so.
Yeah, 30-yard gain. Thank you, Randy. 30 yards on 4th and 8. 3rd and 8. I'll get it squared away.
That was
Rosenberg
right?
again. Now the handoff to Weiss. He's hitting the backfield, but wiggles free, and then stopped at the line of scrimmage by Wilcox for no gain. Ethan Weiss, 9 carries, 66 yards. North Scott has added a touchdown, by the way. They lead Western Dubuque 17-7 early in the 3rd quarter.
I know they're fairly successful on these running plays, but the running plays are burning a lot of clock.
26-0 Pella, nearing the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Pella threw an interception in the end zone on their opening drive of this half, and now Clear Creek Amana has it for the first time in Pella territory. Here's the snap. Fake to Weiss, Poynton the run, and he's got room to the right side. Cuts it back at the middle and hit at the 20. Just gets to the 19-yard line inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Give him 8, and it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, good job there. He got a little bit outside. I think somehow our linebacker got pulled in a little bit on that one, and he got inside it.
3rd down and 2 from the Pella 19, midway through the 3rd quarter. Poynton takes a snap, quarterback run, nowhere, but backwards. He's dropped for a 1 or 2 yard loss. Try to catch the number for the Dutch. I think Shetterly coming up to make the play, a loss of 1 and 4th down.
That's a big one right there, because they had 3rd and about 1.5. Now they've got 4th and 3.
4th and 3 for Clear Creek Amana on their opening drive of the third quarter. The Dutch got 2 fourth-down stops in the first half, and they lead at 26-0. Man comes in motion. Poynton takes the snap, fakes the handoff, under pressure, and he is sacked back at the 25-yard line. He is sacked, and it is Warner again on a 4th down play.
It was Wilcox that spun him from the other end. First, he came in from his outside linebacker, hit him first, spun him around, and then Warner finished off the deal. Great job by the linebackers, well, the whole defensive team, but the linebackers are really giving that guy fits tonight.
All 3 4th-down stops have been Nate Warner in some way, shape, or form. He had the blow-up play in the backfield on 4th and 1. He knocked down the throw on 4th down in the red zone, and he gets credited with the sack there.
Yep, they're playing really well out there tonight.
And now 1st and 10 for Pella. Fake to Deers. Quick toss over the middle. Catch is made. And Harry Mullins is across, or Barnes rather, across the 35 to the 38 for a 13-yard gain for the Dutch.
And how many minutes did they got it with like 9:45, and so they burnt almost 5 minutes off of that clock with their drive that got no points.
5 minutes exactly right now. Third quarter on a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. It's 26-0 Dutch, and 1st and 10 for Pella at the 39-yard line, moving from left to right on a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they're wired for excellence. 3 receivers left, Mullins to the right. And it's a draw play to Deers, and he's out to the 45-yard line and stopped there after a 6-yard gain.
I'm not sure I've seen that play yet. That looked like it was a play going this way, a little counter action there back to Deers to go the other direction. That was kind of nice.
A little wrinkle in there. We've actually seen Clear Creek Amana run that play a couple of times.
They run it, part of their arsenal, it looks like.
That brings up a 2nd down and 4, and now the Dutch, they're really slowing it down here in this third quarter. You being deliberate, and up 26, who can blame them?
Can run the clock with running plays, so, we get to the end of this third quarter without any points. That'd be just great.
A Midtown Tire Instant Radio update. Gilbert 21 and Waverly Shell Rock 7. That game has 4 minutes and change left in the third quarter at Gilbert. The winner of that's coming here if Pella hangs on next Friday. And there's a pass. Catch is made. And that's Deers to the 50. And a 1st down after a 5-yard gain.
Good save. He went in motion out of the backfield, went motion left, and then just ran 5 yards and hooked around. And real easy pass and catch. The defender was giving him a few yards, and so there was room for it. Got the 1st down, moved the chains, keep the clock moving.
Ball is at midfield. In fact, right at the top of the Central C logo here at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium. 3 receivers to the top of the screen left as Pella moves from left to right. And here's the draw reverse play to Deers. Counter, not reverse, but Deers breaks free. Far sideline 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Stumbling, diving. Out of bounds. Back around the 10, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to mark it on the 9, but that was pretty.
41 yards for Emmanuel Deers into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. And Randy, we wanted him to get going in this second half. In the second half alone, he has 4 carries for 65 yards, and the Dutch have 1st down and goal.
Yeah, like I said, as far as I know, that's a new wrinkle play. I don't think I've seen it yet this year. Maybe we did it once, but worked even better that second time.
3:12 to go, third quarter, 1st down and 10 for Pella.
I think Deers is a little gassed out there. I think he's hoping it doesn't go to him.
Hands on his hips right now, and now they shift 3 receivers, Shetterly, Kalman, and Barnes from tight left to tight right, and it's Current on a run play. Current cuts it at the 5, weaves his way untouched to pay dirt. Touchdown, Pella, 32-0 Dutch.
Yeah, he's got, talk about good feet. Colin Current's a great athlete, and that was just, where's the white shirts? Go a different direction. The offensive line kept blocking. All the receivers were over here on this side blocking, and very nice drive by the Dutch. Good run by Current.
Current has 2 rushing touchdowns from 8 and now 9 yards. He's got the 51-yard bomb to Mullins. And with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter, Pella has likely put this one out of reach. And before the extra point, we had a whistle and an offsides penalty on Clear Creek Amana. I doubt that changes anything here. We'll probably...
Yeah, we're going to send out the offense.
I guess it will change something here, Randy.
We made the kick, right? It would have been a good one-pointer.
Yep.
So,
but you can't decline that.
I know. I'm just saying from our execution standpoint, because we have had some issues with that, but that was a clean snap, hold, and kick. Now that we only have 1 yard to go, we're going to try to get 2 points out of it.
Lewis Central has added a touchdown. They lead Ballard 21-7. So going for 2, up 32-zip. Current handoff to Deers, running left and in, and it is 34-0 Pella. 3:07 to go, third quarter in the playoffs. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
This is Austin from Pella Car Care, your local home of quality automotive service. We are proud to support the coverage of the Pella Dutch. Much like the excellent athletic programs at Pella High School, we at Pella Car Care strive to consistently exceed expectations. We are proud to continue caring for our community by providing exceptional, convenient automotive service.
Check out my dad's team at PellaCarCare.com. Go Dutch, go Dutch.
It's savings season at Knoxville Farm and Home. Right now, get 10% off all riding lawnmowers, but hurry, it's only while supplies last. Stock up for your kitchen, too, with 10% off all Marlin brand kitchen tools and utensils. And don't miss out on $1 off select window treatment kits. Plus, grab a 10-ounce fuel stabilizer for just $6.99 each, perfect for keeping your equipment running smoothly. For every project and every season, Knoxville Farm and Home has you covered. Stop by today. Knoxville Farm and Home, what a farm store should be.
34, Clear Creek Amana nothing. Line drive kickoff fielded at the 15. Fake a reverse to the near side and Vice out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. 3 minutes exactly remaining here in the third quarter. It is 34-0 Pella. Looks like Waverly Shellrock ready to go in for a score. Trying to make that a one-score, one-possession game, and they do get a touchdown, 21-13, point after pending. And Randy, I won't steal Andrew Schneider's call, but
that was a dagger.
This one's over.
That was a dagger. Yeah. When we went to break, I thought the same thing. It's like, okay, I've seen a lot of strange things in my lifetime watching games. I don't think I would have seen a 35-point. But, hey,
there's only 15 minutes left, and there's Bailey Shetterly on a blitz, jumping in front of Poynton and batting his pass down incomplete.
The only thing that would come close is that Harlan game, and we were up 35-0 right before half, and by the grace of God, we pulled that one out on a failed two-point conversion.
41-39, we had to hold on to win that ball game, I believe, was the final. Big difference there is that Harlan actually scored right before half.
Right.
And Clear Creek Amana hasn't done anything yet. Here's an inside handoff, and Collis is out to the 38-yard line. We'll give him 4.
And then when Andrew did the special for Jay and he interviewed Blatt for Jay's retirement, he said that they snapped it on the wrong count.
Yes.
That's why they fumbled that two-point conversion. They were supposed to wait till 2, and they snapped it on 1, and that's why it went on the ground.
We appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Not sure we could have stopped to play at that point.
I don't think we could have.
Poynton has nobody to throw to. He's under pressure, rolling near side. Stops, throws late. Too tall, incomplete. Late Cowman in coverage, and now it's 4th and long for the Clippers.
Cowman saw that one coming because Harry had his guy. They were just trying to get the first down, and then when the quarterback scrambled, the receiver, rightfully so, flew down the sideline. Harry was a little behind him, but Cowman came over to cover it up.
Punt team on for Clear Creek Amana as we've got a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update as Norwalk is on the scoreboard. Cedar Rapids Xavier 21, Norwalk 7. The Warriors trying to start a second half comeback. And here's the Clippers punt.
High their
punt,
first one.
Wobbly punt, and out of bounds. I believe their second punt of the game.
Because he had
second punt of the game.
He had a rugby style approach to that one that I hadn't seen before, so I didn't know if he did that, if he had one before.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, the Dutch had a 26-0 halftime lead Colin Kurnt a run, Deers a run. Kurnt hit Mullins on a bomb, and Kyler Van Maanen had a pick six. Pella had a 26-0 lead. They've added a touchdown run by Kurnt and a two-pointer by Deers here in the third quarter to go up 34-0 in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
And now they've got the ball back, first down and 10 at the 40. They could put running clock on here with a score on this drive. Tight end shift from left to right as the Dutch move from left to right, and they go to the ground with Vandaloon. I believe that's Vandaloon.
That's the sophomore, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. I knew it wasn't Deers, and that's Riker Branderhorst. We've seen Gage in on defense, and Riker with the carry, and he stopped for no gain. Branderhorst just 4 carries on the season coming in, and we saw how tired Deers got at the...
and that was all in the Hoover game.
Okay.
He got a touchdown and several yards. Just a sophomore. Both
those
him
two,
and his brother.
From what I've heard, those two are really good basketball players as well.
They're good athletes, yeah.
Second down and 10 at the 40. Left to right for Pella, leading at 34-0. Pass to Mullins, far side of the field. Great block to spring him in midfield. And Harry darts into Clear Creek Amana territory and out of bounds to the 43-yard line, a gain of 17.
It was a very nice block out there. I think that might have been Barnes out there laying that block. That was really nice.
1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is 34-0 Pella.
Yeah, a couple more plays if we don't go out of bounds the end of the quarter.
Dutch very content to use time in between plays. Mullins and Barnes come out wide to the right. Tight end shift to the right, handoff to the right. And Branderhorst gets 3 down to the 40-yard line. Pella does need to run one more play at least here in this third quarter with a 34-0 lead.
Yeah, good to see Branderhorst out there. He's going to got 2 more years after this year, so we're going to see him a lot coming in the future. And Deers actually has another year yet, too, so we got a lot of skill back there yet.
Probably just one more play here in the third quarter. I would expect the Dutch to keep this one on the ground as well.
Yep.
With a 34-0 lead. I think you and I were both optimistic about this game, Randy, but I don't know that we would have thought it would be like this. Here's a pass to Mullins, so that does surprise me a little bit.
So much for the
incomplete as they try to go kind of the same play they ran to the left a moment ago. They go to the right, and it just slips through Harry's hands incomplete.
Yeah, like you said, I'm surprised as you are that they didn't just run it to get the quarter over. 3rd and 5.5. 6, I guess.
Yep. And some late substituting in and out for the Dutch. Michael Maanen checks in the game.
Still got time. 10 seconds on the clock yet.
Maanen, Cowman, and Barnes come near side right. Mullins left. 13 seconds remaining in the third, and Kern is under pressure, and he is sacked from behind.
Well, that'll end the quarter anyway.
Back at the 46-yard line, so that is a 6-yard loss. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, it'll put the Dutch in a 4th and long. But they are in complete control. 34-0 Pella, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Fall into comfort with home furnishings, home decor, and more at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella. We have a great selection of comfy sectionals, sofas, pillows, and throws to help give your home a cozy new look. Plus, recliners that hug you back and lamps to warm your space on those cold fall evenings. Stop into our showroom at 405 Truman Road in Pella and let us make your house your home at Bruxford's Home Center or shop online at bruxhome.com.
Fall flavors are calling at Scooter's Coffee in Pella. Sip on a chai tea latte with a limited time pumpkin and caramel twist, or indulge in a classic pumpkin spice latte. Craving something new? Maple meets bourbon in the Maple Bourbon Latte and Maple Creme Cold Brew. Or try the Autumn Caramel Crunch, available hot, iced, or blended. Head to Scooter's Coffee in Pella and savor the season today. Scooter's Coffee, amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast.
Well, Randy, the home team with a Whole bunch of satisfaction on the opening night of the Class 4A football playoffs tonight here in Pella. The Dutch 34 and Clear Creek Amana nothing. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter, and Pella with the punt team on for the second time here this evening in complete control with 12 minutes on the clock.
I like the Rolling Stones music.
Barnes with the punt. It'll land around the 20 and just hop out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, well
and
done.
Clear Creek Amana pinned back there with 11:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana 0. We will be here next Friday night, barring a. You'd call it a miracle if you're Clear Creek Amana, and you'd call it a disaster if you're Pella. Yeah. Pella's going to be here next Friday against either Gilbert or Waverly Shell Rock. Right now, Gilbert 21, Waverly Shell Rock 14. They're early in the fourth quarter, and Gilbert does have the football around midfield. 1st and 10 here for the Clippers.
It's like it's 4th down there at the Gilbert game. They're going to punt.
Throw to the far side of the field, and not much doing there for Clear Creek Amana. Maybe a back
Lost
to the line of scrimmage. Did they lose a yard there?
Yeah. Who caught it?
I'm trying to catch the number. He won't turn. I mean, he's just standing sideways. Can't see it.
We'll give it to Rosenberg. He's got the most
That's
yards.
That's not
anyway.
him. I believe it's Nick Daniel, number 6.
Okay.
Lost a yard. And now Poynton wants to throw again. Looking over the middle. And catch is made. And out to the 30-yard line.
13 for that one. That was number 9.
And that's who caught it last time. That's Barry. So he lost a yard on the previous play, and then he picks up 13 yards there. Cale Barry, 3 catches, 28 yards. 1st and 10, Clear Creek Amana at their own 30, trailing 34-0 early fourth. Now they throw it out of the backfield, and Weiss is able to dive forward for a couple of yards, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. As Ethan Weiss with his first catch of the night. PCM 41, Greene County 6 on a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update. That game in Class 2A is PCM, one of the favorites to get to the Dome. Maybe win a state title for the second time under Coach Greg Bonnet. Inside handoff to Weiss, and he gets 7 up to the 39-yard line. They may give him forward to the 40. It'll be close to a first down.
That was a good fake. I bought on it. I thought he still had the ball.
He is shy of the first down, 7-yard run, 3rd down and 1 with 10 minutes and 44 seconds to go before we have our Ulrich Ford and Lincoln Radio postgame show. And this is
he didn't make it.
They try to sneak, a quick sneak for Poynton under center. He didn't get it. No gain. Pella was ready for it.
They're going to do it again?
I suppose when you're in the shotgun all night long and then you finally go under center, you expect something weird to happen.
There he got that time.
Yep. Gets 2 out to the 41-yard line. So another 3rd down stop, and for the first time tonight, Clear Creek Amana converts on 4th down. They are 1 of 4 on 4th downs. By the way, Waverly Shell Rock got a stop.
Yeah,
they've got the ball at the 30. They got to go 70 yards to tie it. Still 9 minutes left to go in that game.
Or go for 2 and win it.
34-0 here. Pella, pass to the far side of the field, dropped incomplete at the 45-yard line.
He heard footsteps coming at him, I think. He thought better than to catch it and get popped in the collarbone. So 2nd and 10 and live to play another play.
Xavier 21, Norwalk 7. That game is now at the end of the 3rd quarter as Norwalk running out of time on its 2024 season. 2nd down and 10 for Clear Creek Amana here from the 41-yard line. Poynton wants to throw, fires, catch is made at the 45, and making people miss into Pella territory. That's Barry again. And he gets down to all the way to the 42-yard line.
So that was 17.
Nice catch and run on that play by Barry. 34-0 Pella, under 10 minutes to go in the game. Poynton drops back, under pressure. Van Maanen giving chase. Late throw back across his body, incomplete. 5 minutes to go Fourth quarter, it is still 14-7, Newton leading Decorah. And now we have an officials Pella Motors timeout.
And Maanen shaking up. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Can't.
That would be a.
Can't afford to have him out.
While they tend to Kyler Van Maanen, we'll take a timeout. 34-0 Pella, 9:37 to go, fourth quarter, inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
November often brings the first cold snap of the holiday season. Pella Cooperative Electric would like to remind everyone to test and change batteries and smoke and carbon monoxide detectors and make sure heating equipment is in good working order. We'd also like to remind our member owners that our office will be closed November 28th and 29th to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. As always, if you need to make a payment, you can pay through the mobile app or call us 24/7. Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Drop the kids off at school, hurry to the meeting, run afternoon errands, return to school, and then back home. Your days are way too busy to have to worry about your tires. So look to Bridgestone and Firestone for tires that can help keep you on the go. With innovative Bridgestone or durable, dependable Firestone tires on your car, truck, SUV, or minivan, you'll get through your day with confidence. And then maybe even enjoy a little me time. Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Available at
Midtown Tire and Pella. Stop by and see us today for a free estimate at Midtown Tire and Pella.
Kyler Van Maanen able to walk off under his own power with 9:37 to go in the fourth quarter. 34-0 Pella leads Clear Creek Amana as we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Second down and 10. Draw play. Warner misses the tackle, and Poynton is able to break free inside the 30, down to the 25, and inside the 20-yard line.
That was Hunter Smith that time on the blitz. 22.
A 20-yard run for Conlon Poynton. He's got 14 carries and 61 yards in the game. 9:28 to go. Not much drama here, but a lot of drama in Decorah. They're down to 3:22 left to go in the game. Newton 14, Decorah 7. First and 10 here for the Clippers, and it's that tap pass. And they've got to run inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. 7-yard gain. 8-yard gain down to the 13-yard line. That's Owen Rosenberg for 8. His 6th catch for 56 yards. And we've got some drama in Gilbert as well. Yeah. Waverly Shellrock with the ball nearing midfield with 5:46 to go in the game, trailing 21-14. Those are Midtown Tire Instant Radio updates. Draw play. Poynton dropped. Taken down in the backfield for a loss.
Wilcox got shaken up on that one.
And up off the bottom of the pile for the Dutch is Jace Peterson, but now Wilcox is injured, and we've got another injury. Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. So as they tend to another injured Dutch player, will step aside. 34-0 Pella, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
And he springs it loose at the 30, still on his feet at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Pella as Emmanuel Deers, another home run. A 51-yard burst for Emmanuel Deers as our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game.
When you think Randall Roofing, think gutters. You heard that right. Maintenance, installation, and repair. We've got your gutters handled too. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters. Find us on socials or visit randallroofs.com.
If you spent all last winter thinking,
we should have called Van Haften's,
then listen up. Van Haften Plumbing and Heating and Lennox have 2 great rebate offers just in time for another cold Iowa winter. You can choose up to $1,500 in rebates on a qualifying new Lennox home comfort system, or get up to $1,200 in rebates plus no payments and no interest for 12 months when you're approved for financing. This offer is available right now, so call now to get on the schedule. As always, you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear Van Haften.
Ben Wilcox able to walk off, but a little more gingerly than Van Maanen did a moment ago. And now Collis gets a handoff for a Clear Creek Amana, and he is close to the first down. Let's see what the spot is here. From the 15, he needed the 12. They give him 2 down to the 13-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 1 for Clear Creek Amana with 8:20 to go in the game. 34-0 Pella. Trevor Castle, Randy Sickema live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Yeah, hopefully Wilcox didn't tear a muscle or something in there. Hopefully it's just a sprained knee or something like that.
Pointing in the shotgun, takes a snap, tosses it left to Vice, trying to get to the corner, and Pella's there to bury him in the backfield.
Guess who?
And Nate Warner, for the 4th time tonight, comes up with a defensive play and a 4th down stop.
Man, is he playing inspired football tonight or what? Holy cow.
I mean, it is literally all 4 4th down stops have been Nate Warner.
That's impressive because I don't think Van Maanen went back out. I know Wilcox didn't go back out. So getting thin at linebacker, but Warner made a great play.
Looks like, 5-yard loss on that play. Just sprinted to them. Vice is not slow either.
No, he's a good athlete, big runner.
And now 1st and 10 for Pella, and they go to the ground. Expect us to be real conservative here with a 34-0 lead.
Brandehorst again. Lost a yard.
And right now it's much more about burning clock than it is anything else. Lewis Central 28-10 with the lead on Ballard.
I didn't see what happened, but Gilbert's jumping up and down. So it was 3rd and 8 on the 19. So I don't know if they turned it over or if it got to 4th down. I'm not sure, but Gilbert has the ball back, so it looks like they're going to win.
Still 3:24 to go there. Maybe Waverly Shell Rock. Looks like they have 2 timeouts left. Here it's 34-0 Pella. Really, it's all over except for the final score. Quick toss out to Barnes on the near side. And trying to break a tackle, gets up to the 21-yard line. So a 5-yard catch for Barnes. That's his 3rd catch of the game for 49 yards. Colin Kern's thrown for 148 yards tonight.
Wisely didn't go out of bounds. He could have gone out of bounds, but just stopped and no, I'm going to get tackled, but we need to get the clock moving.
Midtown Tire Instant Radio Update. It is Xavier 28, Norwalk 7. So it looks like the Saints will be marching on, and they'll take on that North Polk Fort Dodge winner. And right now it's North Polk 22, Fort Dodge nothing. So Xavier and North Polk, that'll be a big matchup in round 2.
Yes, it will.
34-0 here. Fake a handoff, deep shot, one-on-one, incomplete towards Barnes.
Worth a try. Pretty good defense. Picky could have been a pass interference, but probably not. Just a good no call there.
As Pella sends the punt team on, we'll give you a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. 6:26 to go in the game. 34-0 Pella, and the Dutch will be punting from their own 20 to give Clear Creek Amana the ball back. That's a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they're wired for excellence. 34-0 in favor of Pella. Snap is away. Boot is away. Good punt by Barnes. Lands at the 47, takes a big Pella bounce. That'll roll all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A 52-yard Tyson Barnes punt with no return. And with 6:17 to go in the game, the Clippers will take over at their own 28. It is North Scott 20, Western Dubuque 7. The winner of that game will take on the winner of the Newton-Decorah game next week in Pod B. We've got our eyes on Gilbert, who looks like they've got a good chance to hold on against Waverly Shell Rock.
Quarterback keeper, and he fumbled it, but the referee ruled him down on the knee down. So Shell Rock was getting pretty excited, thought they had the ball back.
We're also looking at Ballard, Lewis Central. Lewis Central's up 28-10, and at last check at the half, it's ADM over Spencer 14-13. Here's a quick toss to the near side, and then 4 Dutch defenders make the tackle. And that's Rosenberg on the catch as he picked up 6 yards up to the 35-yard line. (30-13) ADM leads Spencer. And here's a toss, and the catch is made by Barry. He's having himself a nice night. And he
14.
picks up, we'll give him 14 yards up to the 49-yard line. Looks like it's going to be Lewis Central and ADM, the 4 versus 5 matchup next week in Pod D.
That'll be a good game. That'll be a real good game.
And then you got Xavier and North Polk.
Yeah.
Looking like Pella and Gilbert. And looks like North Scott against either Newton or Decorah. That Newton-Decorah game at last check, 14-7 Cardinals with just over 3 minutes to go in the game.
Gilbert got the first down somehow. Couldn't see it, but they've got the first down now, so that game's basically over.
If it holds as we think it is, I mean, talk about a quarterfinals in 4A, Randy. North Polk, Xavier, Newton, North Scott, Pella, Gilbert, Lewis Central, ADM. I mean, those are 4 really good quarterfinal games.
Yep. Well,
again, some of them are up, still in doubt late in the game, but that's what it would be as the scores stand right now.
About had to be with all the balance in 4A that the final 8 were all going to be strong teams.
34-0 Pella, 5:40 to go in the game, and a pass to the far side. Catch is made, and breaking free in Pella territory, and out of bounds around the 30-yard line. And that is Cale Nash making his first catch of the game, number 1, going for 22 yards. And Clear Creek Amana's continuing to drive. This has been what it's been all game for the Clippers. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. They've moved the ball. They've racked up the yards, but they've missed a field goal. They've been stopped 4 times on 4th down, and they've thrown a pick 6. Pella's defense has just kept them off the scoreboard. And here's another throw coming. It's out of the backfield, catch by Collis. And he picks up 5, maybe 6 yards.
Stays in bounds,
down to the 24-yard line on his third catch of the game. Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana nothing. We're nearing the 5-minute mark of the ball game. Can Pella keep him out of the end zone and preserve the shutout? Pointing, backwards pass, Rosenberg. This is a run play to the near side, and he's clipped down after a very short gain.
Give him a couple, maybe. See where they spot it.
Line of scrimmage was couple 24. He got to the 23. I'm going to give him 1 on the run play, backwards pass. 3rd down and 3. And they go to the left side. 1st down and more inside the 10 to the 5, and fighting towards the goal line, just come up just short. That's Nash with his second catch, and good down to the 2 for 22 yards. Inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Several defensive reserves, pretty much the second unit out there right now for the Dutch. Get them some playing time and keep anybody else from getting injured.
Clear Creek Amana trying to get on the scoreboard. Tap pass, Rosenberg, and he'll walk it in. Touchdown, Clippers. And Owen Rosenberg with the score. The senior in the final game of his career in the playoffs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Clippers.
Yeah, they were trying pretty hard there not to get shut out. So, about the only thing that was left to be decided in this game. They're going to kick the 1 here or try to.
Comes with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and that makes it 34-7. Pella with the lead. We'll take a timeout and be back for the final 4:16 inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Hi, this is Tim Grotenhuis, owner of Culver's Restaurant here in Pella. This is the season of the pumpkin. Carving pumpkins at Halloween, pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, and all kinds of pumpkin treats at Culver's. If you're a shake and malt kind of guy, enjoy a Culver's pumpkin spice shake. If you prefer thick, fresh, frozen custard, try a pumpkin pecan, pumpkin cheesecake, or salted caramel pumpkin concrete mixer. We're celebrating the season of the pumpkin at Culver's Restaurant in Pella, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
It's Customer Appreciation Month at Pella Motors, and we're celebrating with huge savings. Right now, get $14,500 off the 2024 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, or drive away with over $15,000 off a Ram 1500 Bighorn. And for the ultimate deal, save a massive $22,000 on the 2024 GMC Sierra Black Widow Edition. These deals won't last long, so hurry into Pella Motors today or visit us online at PellaMotors.com. That's right, PellaMotors.com.
Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana 7. Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, and the Dutch little bobble on the kick return, get it out to the 25-yard line. All right, this game has not been in doubt for quite some time, but a couple of others coming down to the wire have been. It looks like it'll be Pella and Gilbert next Friday as the Tigers are in victory formation, and they kneel out a 21-14 victory over Waverly Shell Rock tonight. So we're going to move Gilbert into the quarterfinals. Gilbert 21, Waverly Shell Rock 14, and Newton may have just gotten its heart ripped out, Randy. Decorah with less than a minute to go, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It's Decorah 15, Newton 14. Newton will have one last chance to drive down and make something happen. That's a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update. Here's Branderhorst straight ahead, a good run of 16 yards out to the 41-yard line. Riker Branderhorst with his fourth carry of the game for 22 yards. And Xavier now leads Norwalk 35-7.
So it was in the last minute that Decorah scored?
Yes.
Wow.
So Xavier is moving on. That's not final, but they're moving on. We know Pella and Gilbert will be playing next week. Lewis Central, it's not final, but they're in control over Ballard. And ADM also in control against Spencer. And now it is a final. Decorah with an interception, and they'll get to kneel it out. 15-14, Decorah over Newton. Wow, what a tough way for things to end for the Cardinals tonight.
Yeah.
And Branderhorst got a carry there for no yards. Pella leads here 34-7. It will be a rematch from last Friday night between Pella and Gilbert right back here at the Skip. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat teams. Hopefully a different bat result.
Hopefully a different result, exactly.
Right now 34-7 Dutch. Gilbert a 21-14 winner over Waverly Shell Rock. And the Dutch go to the ground again with Branderhorst. And he's out across the 45 to the 47 or 48-yard line. Give him the 48 for a 7-yard gain. Nathan Carey, by the way, is in at quarterback, doing the handoff duties here.
Down to 2:20 by the time we snap it. Real close to the 2-minute warning, if we had one.
Pella High Football is powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville Pella, KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella, and Pella Dutch Live.
Let's make it happen.
3rd down and 3 for the Dutch. Run blitz. Branderhorst trying to get around the right side and does. Has the first down into Clear Creek Amana territory. And he picks up 9 yards and a Dutch first down.
Good wheels on that young man.
And with under 2 minutes to go, that'll give Pella a chance to just ice this one. And we've got another final score rolling in. It is PCM 48, Greene County 6. So the Mustangs are into the quarterfinals in Class 2A on a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update.
They'll be home too, right?
Yes. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Here it was 26-0 Pella at the half. They added a touchdown in the 3rd quarter to go up 34-zip. Clear Creek Amana just got in the end zone to prevent the shutout. And now into victory formation for Pella. It's a knee for Carey, and they'll do that 1 or 2 more times, and this one will be over. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully,
I'll say what I said earlier tonight, Randy. I thought that Pella had a pretty good chance to win this game. I didn't expect that it would be this easy.
No,
or this convincing. Maybe not easy, but convincing.
I didn't either, but it's a little concerning. They're hugging Wilcox down here on the bench, so I'm afraid he might have a serious injury. But Maanen still has his helmet on. He's just sitting out, but hopefully he'll be back. But
yeah, Caleb DeWard over with his arm around Ben Wilcox's shoulders, and that's usually not a good sign. There was another knee. They won't need to do it again, and this ball game is officially in the books. Pella's going on to the quarterfinals for the 15th time in Jay McKinstry's 28-year career. They're one of the last 8 teams standing in their class in the state. The final here in the opening round of the 4A playoffs is Pella 34 and Clear Creek Amana 7. We'll take a timeout, and we've got our Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio postgame show coming up from Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live.
As the leaves fall and temperatures drop, make sure your home stays cozy with Vanderlinden Services, your York certified dealer. Our expert technicians ensure your furnace is ready for winter's chill. Schedule a tune-up today and enjoy peace of mind all season long. Call me, Austin Vanderlinden, at 641-780-0193 to schedule an appointment, or visit vanderlindenservices.com. Stay warm with York. Stay confident with Vanderlinden Services. The best for the job.
Do you need urgent health care today? Then come to Pella Regional Walk-In Clinic and be seen today. We treat ear or sinus infections, minor injuries, cuts, scrapes, sprains and strains, allergic reactions, aches and pains, rashes or burns, and more. Just walk in to Pella Regional Medical Clinic in Pella, Ottumwa, or Knoxville and be seen for your urgent care needs. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times.
Need a solid foundation for your next project? At GMB Concrete, they provide top quality concrete solutions that are built to last, from driveways and patios to commercial foundations and walkways. Their expert team delivers durable, dependable concrete for projects of any size. With precision and care, they make sure your project is done right, on time, every time. For strength you can count on, call GMB Concrete at 641-891-4924 to schedule your consultation today. Quality, reliability, and strength. GMB Concrete is the foundation for your success.
Grow strong with us. Lighten State Bank. Lighten State Bank.
Could you be earning higher interest rates on your checking and savings accounts with our exclusive Lighten Rewards? Our Lighten Cashback, Lighten Interest, and Lighten Savings accounts are all designed to reward you for the transactions you're probably already doing, like swiping your debit card, receiving e-statements, and making payments by ACH debit. Visit lightenbank.com to start your account opening today. Member FDIC.
In today's age of electronic marketing, studies still show that direct mail printing is the most cost-effective way to reach your targeted audience. Hi, I'm Scott Visser with Pella Printing, and let us show you how print can dramatically increase your bottom line with a targeted direct mail campaign. Pella Printing can develop a direct mail piece using your existing customer list, or we can acquire a targeted demographic list for you. This way, your marketing message will get directly into the hands of those customers that like and need your product. Pella Printing, where craftsmanship and technology meet.
All throughout the Pella community, you see touches of Holland and classic Dutch architecture, but there's one place that truly takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam, the Molengraat Plaza just south of the square. With a beautiful brick wall featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and a classic old-world atmosphere, you'll find Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You could even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Welcome inside of our Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio postgame show. Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana 7 at Ulrich Ford Lincoln and Pella. They've been taking care of you since 1935, and the Dutch are on to the quarterfinals where they will play Gilbert in a rematch next Friday night in the quarterfinals. Gilbert, a 21-14 winner over Waverly Shell Rock. By the way, on a Midtown Tire Instant Radio update, Norwalk gets a touchdown. They do trail, though, Cedar Rapids Xavier 35-14, and maybe the heartbreak of the night, certainly in our listening area, area and maybe around the state. Newton a chance to knock off previously undefeated number 2 Decorah, but the Vikings score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in the final minute, then get a game-sealing interception. Decorah beats Newton 15-14. We'll run down all the scores as they're flying in here in Class 4A. But, Randy, let's start with our ball game and talk about our McCall Monument Monumental Radio play and player of the game. And I want to start first with the player of the game, and it's Nate Warner, number 26 for the Dutch, because we'll go through our final stats presented by the Verduff Agency here in just a little bit. They're a little misleading because of some late kind of garbage time by Clear Creek Amana, but just big picture, Pella 395 to 360 in terms of total yardage. Clear Creek Amana for most of the night did not have a problem moving the ball up and down the field, but they were 1 of 5 on fourth downs, and on every one of those fourth down plays, it was Nate Warner making the stop. He had 2 tackles in the backfield on running plays. He had a sack, and he knocked down a pass play. Nate Warner came up when it mattered the most to get his defense off the field, and the Pella offense took care of the rest.
And probably the biggest one, I don't know if it was 7-0 or 14-0 at the time on that fourth down.
7-0.
Where he shot through and had about a 4-yard loss. The running back hardly took a step when he got the ball, and Warner took him down.
Yeah, the first drive of the game was a missed field goal. Then Pella scores. Then it was the Warner play in the backfield, and Pella scored again, and kind of the avalanche was on as the Dutch led 26-0 at the half. And that's our McCall Monument Radio Monumental play and player of the game. When it's time to memorialize your loved one or pre-plan your own memorial, trust the area's leading monument designer and installer, McCall Monument, on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. And maybe honorable mention to a Kyler Van Maanen pick 6. The Dutch had taken a 20-0 lead, and on the very next offensive play, Poynton threw it right to Van Maanen. I mean, right in his breadbasket. He did have to break one immediate tackle, and then he went from there untouched into the end zone, and that really kind of put it out of reach in the second quarter.
That was the backbreaker, It was 20-0. There was some semblance of chance yet for Clear Creek, and then that really put it out of reach. Now, Van Maanen's got an ice pack on his ankle, and he's walking on it, so hopefully that means it's a sprain, not a break, and that maybe by next Friday night he'll be able to play again. I know that that's not going to be the case for Ben Wilcox, the way everybody's hugging him. I think he tore out his knee.
Yeah, he's got his left leg heavily wrapped and bandaged and iced right now, and the kind of emotion or the kind of, I don't know if that it's congratulations, but at least the kind of greeting that would be hey, we're going to do this for you, buddy.
Right.
We'll hear from Jay McKinstry a little bit later inside of our Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio postgame show, but that'll be a loss for Pella.
Absolutely.
And a defense that played really well last week against Gilbert.
Especially trying to tackle Hawthorne.
Right. Well, and you think about it, and we're kind of cart ahead of the horse. We want to kind of wrap up this game, but Austin Schulte broke his arm last week in that win over Gilbert. Now Wilcox, we presume, had something pretty serious here. I mean, it's a couple of dudes that you don't want to lose when you're getting ready to play a fist fight against the Tigers next Friday.
Absolutely. And Van Maanen's got ice on his ankle, so the linebacker crew is they played a great game tonight. Don't get me wrong. They were all playing awesome at linebacker and D-line, but the linebackers made a lot of the big plays tonight, and unfortunately, looks like Wilcox played his last game.
We do have a couple of other games that have just gone final in 4A. It'll be Lewis Central hosting ADM next week. Lewis Central beat Ballard 28-10, just went final, and ADM just went final 43-13 over Spencer. Let's take a look at our final stats presented by the Verduff Agency in Pella's 34-7 win over Clear Creek Amana. And we'll start first with the Pella offense that racked up 395 yards, 247 on the ground, 148 through the air. Emmanuel Deers, 18 carries, 131 yards. Colin Current, 12 for 78. Deers had 1 touchdown. Current had 2. And in fourth quarter duty, Riker Branderhorst had 7 carries for 38 yards. Current was 8 of 14 passing for 148 yards, had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Harry Mullins, 3 catches for 56 yards, and the touchdown. Tyson Barnes, 3 for 49. Emmanuel Deers, 2 for 33. For Clear Creek Amana, they had 360 yards of offense. They rushed for 181, and they threw for 179 yards, and they got the late touchdown from Conlon Poynton to Owen Rosenberg. The spectacular spectacular senior receiver capping his career with the touchdown. They were just 3 of 11 on third down by my count and 1 of 5 on fourth down. As we mentioned earlier, Nate Warner making every one of those fourth down stops. And those are our final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. Let Chad, Lance, or Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you at the Verduff Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. The games are continuing to go final here. They're coming in fast and furious for us. We'll have all the 4A scores that we can get to you. We'll take a look ahead at next week in Pella and Gilbert. Jay McKinstry will join us in a few moments. We'll go in closing, presented by Light and State Bank. Still a lot to get to here inside of our Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio postgame show. Final score in the opening round of the 4A playoffs: Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana 7.
Pella High School instructional coach Tanya Bauma encourages parents to talk to their students about the work they're doing on their Future Ready conferences that take place in November.
Every Wednesday, they're doing something Future Ready conference related, something plan related. Ask them what they discovered about themselves this week. Hey, what are you interested in? Hey, what did your teacher talk about? Have a conversation. Every Wednesday, it'll be fresh in their brains.
Preparing everyone to learn, lead, and achieve. Pella Community Schools. Pella!
Start a tradition today with Gardner Collier Jewelry. Birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries. Life is filled with breathtaking moments, and when those moments come, we want to make them remembered forever with fine jewelry from Gardner Collier, where the area's largest selection of fine jewelry is now on sale. Choose Gardner Collier Jewelry, Quincy Place at Tumwa and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa, where the area's largest selection of fine jewelry is now on sale.
Inside of the Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio post-game show, our final score tonight: Pella 34 and Clear Creek Amana 7. 7 of the 8 games in Class 4A are final scores. And so let's take a look at our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard before we get to 4A. In 2A, locally, PCM 48, Greene County 6. So the Mustangs are on to the quarterfinals in Class 2A. All right, in 4A, the quarterfinals are set. For the most part, there's still one game going. North Polk leads Fort Dodge 22-6, but they have been in an extended, I believe, injury delay. As we were watching on YouTube, there's been 7 minutes left in that game for 10 minutes, and you can see it's a wide angle lens, but it looks like there's a huddle of people right around the 20-yard line, which would indicate to me maybe a serious injury on one of the teams. Darker jerseys, I believe. I'm just guessing here that a Fort Dodge player has been injured, but North Polk leads that game 22-6. All of the other games in Class 4A are final scores. Xavier beats Norwalk 35-14, so it'll be North Polk and Xavier next week in the quarterfinals in Pod A at North Polk. Decorah, that comeback win over Newton with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion inside of a minute to go, and Decorah beats Newton 15-14. They'll play North Scott next week in Decorah. North Scott beat Western Dubuque 26-7. That's a Pod B quarterfinal. North Scott at Decorah. Here in Pella, it'll be the Dutch and Gilbert. Pella 34-7 win, while Gilbert beat Waverly Shell Rock 21-14. And in Pod D, it'll be ADM at Lewis Central. ADM 43-13 over Spencer. Lewis Central 28-10 over Ballard. And so those are the finals in Class 4A. Again, North Polk and Fort Dodge still pending. As we await Jay McKinstry, I know he's here. We'll talk to him in just a moment. Randy, I'll give you a chance for some final thoughts to go in closing, presented by Light and State Bank.
Well, really good game for the Dutch tonight on both sides of the ball. Didn't have a whole lot of special teams, but the special teams did pretty well as well. The defense was outstanding tonight. They gave up a few yards in the middle of the field, but kept them out of the end zone. And tons of fourth down stops, and great job by the defense. And the offense looked sharp, both passing and running. We had a little bit of a stalled offense for a few minutes at the end of the first half, but that's okay because we were trying to run clock basically anyway. But the running game was good at the beginning and the end. The passing game looked good all night. So hopefully we can do that again next week and take down Gilbert.
I'll see you down the road. It is you and Andrew next Friday night for the Dutch and the Tigers.
Thanks, Trevor.
And
nice
then maybe
working
I'll
with
see
you
at the Dome.
I hope so.
One final time out here inside of our Ulrich Ford Lincoln Radio postgame show. And Jay McKinstry joins us in 1 minute live on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live.
Stay cozy and stylish this winter without overspending. At Deja Vu Consignments, we have a fantastic selection of brand name winter wear for the whole family. From warm coats and cozy sweaters to boots, our collection is everything you need to bundle up for the season at a fraction of retail prices. Look great and stay warm this winter with Deja Vu Consignments, where style meets savings. Ready to refresh your winter wardrobe? Stop by Deja Vu Consignments today. Like us on Facebook and see our live videos Monday through Friday. Life isn't perfect, but your outfit can be at Deja Vu Consignments.
Football is all about strength, endurance, and standing the test of time, just like Dingham & Concrete. Whether you're building a backyard patio for game day parties or laying the foundation for your next big project, their concrete delivers unmatched durability. Rain, snow, or shine, just like your favorite team, their concrete stands strong through it all. For projects big or small, trust Dingham & Concrete to deliver concrete that's built to last. Call Jeff at 780-6200 today. Concrete as tough as football. Dingham & Concrete, where strength meets performance.
Welcome back inside of the Ulrich Ford and Lincoln Radio postgame show. Final score, Pella 34 and Clear Creek Amana 7. Before we went to break, in closing was presented by Lighton State Bank. Grow strong with us. This is postgame coverage of Pella and Clear Creek Amana. And it's our continuing coverage of Pella High football as the Dutch with a 34-7 opening round playoff victory over Clear Creek Amana. Time now to chat with Dutch head coach Jay McKinstry. This interview is powered by Hy-Vee. And coach, for the 15th time in your 28-year career, your team is on to the quarterfinals after a 34-7 convincing win over Clear Creek Amana. I know the spirits have been dampened by a little bit because of a couple of injuries that we'll talk about, but this was a tremendous performance by your team. You knew the Clippers were going to come out strong tonight, and you guys responded well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just real proud of the way our kids played. You know, they took that opening drive and drove for a little bit, but then our defense had a huge stop, and they really got after it. And to see that happen, then we take the ball down and score, and it was a big difference. And get up 7-0 and create momentum for our guys. Our kids were excited to play, and they certainly did play well tonight. I think we did some good things both on offense. Our defense played great, and it was just a good performance for our team tonight.
You told me in the pregame that you wanted to get the running game going. I have you unofficially for 247 rushing yards, 131 for E, 78 for Colin. Those two guys got the job done.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly worked on that in practice this week. We felt like last week we just didn't really have a run game that we felt good about and be comfortable with. So, we just kind of put a few things in this week, did a few things differently, and wanted to make sure that we were. If we need to run the football and to try and do a better job of that. And it's good to see our guys do a good job tonight.
And on the defensive side, you talked about Clear Creek Amana. They moved the ball a little bit as well, but your defense came up with the stops when it really mattered. They were 1 for 5 on fourth downs, and Nate Warner almost impossibly had all 4 of them. He made 2 tackles for loss in the backfield on running plays. He sacked the quarterback, and he batted another one away. I mean, when it absolutely mattered, Nate was a dog tonight.
That's fun to watch, though, wasn't it, Trevor? Yeah, Nate played fantastic in there. Big stops, and man, that gets everybody excited and going. And those are fantastic plays, and they certainly make a difference in the football game.
The other thing was the deep passing game was there. You took some shots down the field. You got one to Tyson, you got one to E, and you got the one to Harry for the touchdown. Nice to, the running game opens up a bit when you can go down the field as well.
It does, and we worked on that this week too. We thought we could have an opportunity to get some things in their backfield back there, and we're certainly watching what they were the way they were defending some things. And if you didn't notice after the one to Harrison, they did change a little bit on covering him a little differently too. But at least we were able to take advantage of what we could. And you're right, it certainly does open things up. If you get if you can get the ball down vertically, it sure helps soften up the defense and hopefully get some running game going.
Final score is Pella 34 and Clear Creek Amana 7. Other than the injuries, again, we'll get to them in a moment. But anything that you didn't like about tonight? Anything that you really want to try to focus on and clean up this next week?
Well, I don't know. We'll watch the film, go back and see what things that we did. We missed that extra point. Those things matter, and you don't want to do that. And I thought our guys played they put it out there, and they played hard tonight, and they put the heart out there, and we made plays when we need to, and we did a lot of good things tonight.
And the injuries that I've referenced, Kyler Van Maanen got hurt late in the game, and then Ben Wilcox, I think the next series also got injured. Real early prognosis looks like Ben, is probably in some trouble here. Kyler going in for some testing, but we've got Gilbert coming, and we'll talk about the Tigers. But it does seem like a huge playoff win. Should be a lot of excitement, but it seems like maybe a little bit of the air has been taken out of the balloon with two of your guys on defense going down.
Well, you just feel bad for those kids. You feel bad for our football team. Those kids have worked so hard, and to be close and have an opportunity to maybe not get to play next week. We'll see how that all turns out, but that certainly is hard, and it's hard on them, and everyone else hurts for them and for that possibility, and it's hard. It does dampen things, but they're great young men. They'll bounce back, but hopefully we'll see what the results are. But it certainly is. They're two very good football players that would certainly make a big difference on this football team.
Well, and not that you ever want that to happen, but you really don't want that to happen with Gilbert coming to town next Friday night. Yeah. Gilbert hung on. You knew that they were going to be in a slobber knocker tonight, was your word to me yesterday, and it was a slobber knocker from what we watched as our game was going on. 21-14 over Waverly Shell Rock, and they get a stand late to win that game. We saw them last week. I mean, it's a quick turnaround right back here at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium. Hawthorne and company coming in. What do you expect in round two here next Friday night, Coach?
Well, you probably expect some of the same things we saw the first time. That's who they are, and that's who they're going to be, and they'll keep doing that. And hopefully we can play better offensively, and move the ball, try and keep the ball away from them a little bit better, and try and get some points on the board. So we're going to have to make some adjustments and do that offensively. And the reality is Gilbert's a really good football team. They were young last year, and they're all back, and they were very talented last year, and they really are a good team. I mean, I think sometimes we think, they're really good. They got some really good football players, and they certainly are going to be a challenge, and they can certainly make some noise too in the playoffs. They obviously did with the big win tonight over Waverly, because Waverly's got a good football team. And so hopefully we can regroup, improve this week, and then play well next Friday night.
And when you hear the list of teams still playing, North Polk, Xavier, Decorah, North Scott, Lewis Central, ADM, Gilbert, Pella. I mean, it's going to be a fun quarterfinal round. I know we're just focused on Pella and Gilbert next week, but boy, it's fun in 4A this year, Coach.
Yeah, those are some pretty good football teams, aren't they, Trevor? Yes. A lot of history, a lot of good football there, and so that'll be some really good football games next week.
All right, hey, congratulations on the win, Coach. I hope you enjoy the weekend, and best of luck next Friday night in the quarters against Gilbert.
Awesome, thank you, Trevor.
All right, that is Jay McKinstry, head coach of the Pella High football team. Our interview powered by Hy-Vee. The final score on Friday night: Pella 34, Clear Creek Amana 7. It'll be the Dutch and the Tigers next Friday at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium in the Class 4A quarterfinals. And that's going to wrap up our coverage here from Central College and Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium, and it wraps up our Ulrich Ford Lincoln radio postgame show at Ulrich Ford Lincoln and Pella. They've been taking care of you since 1935. We do have the Football Friday Night Radio scoreboard show next. Tyler Crabb is in the hot seat tonight, and he'll bring you scores and highlights and recaps and reviews from all the action coming up next here on 92.1 KRLS.